Well, this one actually, you might be able to just everyone can input because I know that there've been a lot. Well, there's either been a lot of consideration or no answers, so feel free to jump in.
Let's see here. Oh, I actually have that. Unmei no Hanko, which is the defiance of fate, or defiance of fate. It is what it means. Called like broad terms.
Wait, what is the actual name?
Unmei no Hanko. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, that's the one key thing we've got to be able to do with the team name. But yeah, that's cool. What about Jun?
Probably the Fool's Errand.
Yeah, probably fair.
or for the DM, a herd of cats.
Yeah, that is too true. What about Elias?
I mean, I'd probably say loose cannons as a joke, but I don't. It would be difficult to give a name that actually has a theme because there's not much that relates this party together.
So you just want to name it Elias is just a human.
Funny enough, I actually like the loose cannons. That's actually a pretty good one.
I feel like that's the name of a brothel ship in Kanasa already. Like that's very on track for Elias. What about Jerry?
The expendable. No, okay. The expendables, something of that sort.
That's pretty good. Is that the movie with all the action stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty apt at this point, especially with.
We're badass and get thrown in the worst shit ever, so.
Yeah, no. And Jerry is about as buff as Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone put together. So
I am the law.
So what about Sakura? You got a name?
To be honest, I haven't put thought into it, but the first thing that came to mind when that question was asked was time fuckers. But I feel like that's something that Sato would name us, because he's the one that's most pissed off about us messing with time and stuff. So
Yeah.
but that's an idea I had, but probably wouldn't come to mind for Sakura.
Yeah, I don't know how introducing yourselves as the time fuckers to the next daimyo is like, oh wow, okay. What the hell does that mean? You don't even want to know.
A need to know basis. It's kind of confidential.
Yeah.
You, as you know yourself, will not live to see what we have done with time. You know?
And speaking of which, last week we saw the last bit of time fuckery as you guys all managed to finally make your way back into the Crane clan and out of the time portal, away from the River Styx and through the afterlife, back to just a few minutes after you had left, and you met with Miramoto. You all. Oh yeah, that was like a whole session ago. Actually, last week we had just picked up as the someone was running from the forge to say that they'd found something within there, and when you guys all went in, you discovered that hidden inside the forge, inside the stone, was the sort of cryogenically almost frozen Jerry, who had been frozen there in time after over 500 years ago, having built the Titans for Ekron and using the Peaches of Heaven. There was all sorts of convoluted stuff that he went to that I'm sure we may flash back to again in the future. But he eventually built all of these forges across Kiga with Arkoth, the king of the dwarves, and the help of the dragons, giants, and primordials that first inhabited Kiga, and where he was locked, you guys found him, and it was like no, not much time had passed for him, other than the 2 years he had spent in the ancient past. You had all reconvened and decided to make your way out of the forge, where the daimyo was quite happy to see that you had gotten the forge all up and running, and assumed that that was what Jerry had been doing inside there the whole time. Congratulating you, thanking you for all that, and bidding you farewell with the intention to see you again at the festival. You guys made your way through the blacksmith and ordered some swords, where Jerry and Seto did some smithing and actually started working on some wakazashis of their own for their dai show. We'll still get into that this coming week, the actual sword creation, as I hadn't quite gotten the time for it this week. But you guys ordered some swords and weapons for your dai show, and then made your way out of the town. Seto had found some things at the same time, but for those of you who are here tonight, you left the town, and as you had crossed over the border, just outside of the gate, over the moat, you were ambushed by, well, I say ambushed, you saw, what's her name? I've already forgotten.
Because we are there. Some shit.
Yes. So Akodo was standing at the end of the bridge and tried to give Elias one more chance to surrender himself, which you guys played into a little bit, managing to get a bit closer. But as soon as the fighting kicked off, a bunch more ninjas jumped out of the bushes, and the fight was on, eventually destroying this bridge. In the process, you managed to take down most of the guys that you saw around here, except as June had thrust Akodo into some nightmare realm inside her mind, the others grabbed her and fled, meaning that she was not at least unconscious, if not killed, as they disappeared into puffs of smoke, using all sorts of strange ninja techniques to dart into the forests that are just up the road. And you know that in those forests is basically where you were heading anyway, to towards your airship. But we will rejoin you now, as I'll actually move us onto the main map, and you can see where we are in the world. But what would you guys like to do, as you've just seen these ninja rush off into the forest and Seto chasing after them?
Estrella and I should be dimension dooring on top of them, shouldn't we?
Oh yeah, you rushed 500 feet as well, so you are with Seto as we're rushing forward. But is everyone giving chase?
I mean, I'm just gonna go onto my broom and start going. I mean, I can also dimension door somebody as well.
I'll just fly.
Or they can stealth. I mean, I can always scry on them and we'll know exactly where they go.
Well, you can see, I mean, with the dimension doors from last time and Seto rushing ahead, you will be able to keep track of where they've gone. They're not that far away. They've just run away. This is a sort of phase between battle, as they've rushed behind the tree line, and that's where you lose them.
Yeah, simplest thing for June is to just hop into a broom and chase from the air.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to Jerry there, but as you all fly in after using your various methods of transportation, you start darting into the forest. And as you are flying through the forest, you'll see Seto at the end waving, trying to tell you to stop, but it'll be just too late, as you hear this familiar hissing sound to you, Elias, as you realize that the forest on the back of these trees has got paper bombs just lined up all over the place, and they are all going to detonate as you follow them into the tree line. I need everyone to please make for me a dexterity saving throw as you run into this ball of fire, basically.
Just a question. I think I am immune to fire.
yeah, those
Well.
kinds of things will come in to play, but dexterity saves from everyone either way.
I am unscathed.
22, that'll do.
Okay,
Ow, you pig!
Jerry, I don't know where we lost you to there, but you've just run into a tree line that is full of paper bombs and they've exploded. I need a dex save from you as well, please. Yeah, Elias and Estrella, you guys are totally fine as you see this explosion and you're right at the front. Elias, you kind of book it out the dimension door, and you are able to avoid these, knowing what is coming, and with your evasion, you'll take no damage at all. Estrella, you do get engulfed by the flames for a moment, but as you just manage to outrun them, you do not set light because you are still immune. Holy shit. Okay. So 24. What gives you advantage, Jerry? I don't know what. It doesn't matter. Either way, the 24, 27, and a 22 are definitely enough to save, as you guys will all, with those massive high rolls, manage to get here without taking any damage, actually, as you have managed to fly and avoid all of this.
Come on, paper bombs. Can't be this obvious.
Yeah, I mean, as you manage to escape these, we will land you on the next map, where you find your airship just on the other end of this tree line, which is right where you're rushing to. Damn. All right. So, as you all arrive at the airship, they'll pretty much think that they got you in the explosion, but you will have seen the one that was carrying Akoda's just darted onto the actual ship and is laying her down on the deck as you all arrive. As you get here, though, you are going to see them, and they are going to be laying in wait as we go back into combat. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative again.
Damn, everybody's rolling well except Jerry. And Australia, apparently.
I did not roll well. I rolled a 5.
That's fine. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Into
So it definitely looks like they're trying to steal the airship, right? Again.
Yeah, they are definitely all over the airship. It looks like they've been here for a while, and they have definitely set up this ambush waiting for you here. Though the people on top of the airship, they don't seem to have been able to figure out how to make it take off. So, yeah, they do seem like they're trying to steal it, but they don't seem to be having much luck.
Just before the combat starts, do you mind if I cast a spell just before the combat? I'd like to cast just Crown of Stars to get those stars going around me again.
Yeah, okay, I'll say you could have done that while you were running over, but we are going to jump right back in again with Elias at the top of the.
The game is paused.
I know that.
Right. Actually, how much does this use? Okay. I'll turn invisible, dash, and try to make my way onto the airship.
Okay, you can. Oh, you're going through the shadow of the trees.
Yeah.
So this airship is quite tall, so do bear in mind it's at least 20 feet up to, unless you've got somewhere to climb or something.
I'll figure it out. How tall are the trees?
They range quite a bit, but they are much taller. They go up to about 60 feet at the tallest.
Well, I think that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say. I mean, you can climb in these trees quite easily. There are many branches and things coming off of it at different levels, but yeah, the tallest about 60 feet, and you are invisible. Taking us on to June. What would you like to do?
Cool. Just give me 1 second. I'm just quickly making sure. All right, cool. So I'm gonna cast Shadow of Moil on myself, so I become heavily obscured. I'll move out to about here, and I'm gonna start picking off people. So action to cast Shadow of Moil, then bonus action, I'm gonna throw a star out at this guy over here. Just give me 1 second. Looking for crown of stars. Roll at advantage because I am heavily obscured.
Are you in the air?
Yeah.
Okay, how high up are you?
About 40 feet up. Let me just check. Yeah, cool. So that's going to be a 29 to hit on that first star to hit the guy that was carrying what's her face.
Okay, yeah, you will see he is like he's just laying her down at this point and is trying to check on her as that star just blasts into him and blasts him right back into that cage as it kills him immediately on impact.
Excellent. That will be my turn.
Okay, now, so Indra is up here with you guys. He is not as high level, so he's going to sort of crawl his way up onto this rock, and well, as he sort of runs up, um, he's going to throw a shuriken as well.
Yeet.
Ooh, not bad actually. As yeah, he takes one of these guys with one of his shurikens. They, yeah, that dude's dead. So as this guy sees his buddy explode next to him, um, he's going to start yelling and telling everyone to prepare and just yelling that they're here, and is looking around for you guys, but you are heavily obscured.
Yeah. So they effectively get affected by the blindness condition when trying to perceive me. So yeah, they fail any perception checks to try to spot me. So any ability to check that requires sight. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as he's looking around for targets, he is, yeah, Elias is obviously invisible, so he's going to try and see. Oh, but that's disadvantage, right? Okay, so can you please roll a stealth check for me, June? And you have to try and beat the 23. So you didn't.
Sure thing.
You're heavily obscured. Got rid of the crit.
So they're basically affected by the blinded condition, so they automatically fail ability checks that require sight. So
Can you please make a stealth check for me?
yeah, sure, I can still do that.
These are ninjas.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so he sees the bushes moving where you are, but he cannot see you specifically. He just notices that that tree has got someone in it, and he's just seen the star come from the other way. So he's pointing people down in that direction, and he is then going to. Yeah, he is actually going to duck down behind these crates at the top of the ship as he takes the hide action. But he is starting a jutsu up there. That's all he can do on his turn. And you can see him from where you are clearly, as can you, Elias. Have you climbed up into the tree there, Elias?
Yeah.
Okay, how high up were you able to climb?
I don't know how high is the tree.
Okay, well, it takes movement. So I'm saying, did you use all your movement to get where you are on the map, or did you still have?
No, I used all of it. I'll be at the base of the tree then.
Okay, I mean, as you were rushing through here in the trees, I'll put you 10 feet up, as you would have been able to do that. But if you want to actually climb, you can do that next. Okay, and for these guys, this guy is going to try and rush in. He can actually see the rest of you. So as he runs in, he definitely has not noticed you there, June, but he is going to start throwing. You see him throwing weapons from down below, and he is going to pull out two scrolls and jump into the air as he throws them around him, and you will hear the strange metallic pinging sound just below you, June, as wires wrap around the tree that you want next to, and you will see him land on his feet like on some kind of, looks like a spider web 30 feet up in the air made of wires that seems to be connected to both it's like in a 60-foot radius around him to all the trees and to the ship. And then he makes his attack from up there as he starts throwing weapons down. And this is a bonus action on each of his turns. So oh, hold on, that's not right. Sorry. Added the damage to hit instead of. Okay, no, so he misses with that first one. I was like, what the fuck, a 35? So he's going to miss with that first attack, but you do see like 3 different shuriken hit the ground next to your feet, as he seemed to be going for you. This one up on the ship, he is going to use those same wires as he now starts running along 30 feet up in the. I think he moved 30. Okay, so he can also only just see you. Oh God, again. Okay, this guy is trying to hijack the ship, so he's going to be making a check. Let's just see here. Okay, it's not going so well. You just hear him shouting, like, "How the fuck do we get this thing started?" And he's up there. I will say the guys that are on the ship have got at least half cover unless you are able. But Sakura, it is your turn. And what would you like to do? And yeah, Australia, that's exactly everything that's going at you is just blowing out of range. But sorry, Sakura.
I think she's just gonna fireball. Let's see.
Are you on the map?
Yeah. Placing a template.
I mean, from where you're standing, I don't think you can see anyone, can you?
Can I not?
I mean, are you on the map?
Yeah.
I can see everyone, so if I can see, she can probably see them as well.
Oh, okay, that's through shared vision. Yeah. So the thing that Indra's lying on in front of you is sort of obscuring you, but obviously, if you are in the air, then you would be able to see them. It might block your fire. Yeah. Okay. You can hit if you.
Move. I just don't feel like replacing that template. So she'll move to make sure she can see everyone clearly.
Okay. So, oh God, the one time. So you are hitting the ship with the fireball, and in order to get it placed where it is there, the people up top I'm going to say have advantage on their saves, or the people down below, depending on where you're trying to place that fireball. It will be big enough to get them all. It's just some of them are blocked by metal shield. What the fuck was that?
Negative 75.
What the fuck?
Okay. I don't know how that had a minus 100.
What?
I didn't even click to roll anything. So if someone's pulling some bullshit, suggest you stop. Let's see. Oh, fucking hell. So where are you trying to place the fireball? Are you going high or low?
Let's go low.
Okay, cool. So then I will give the
It's
3
not
up
blow
top.
up the ship.
This is hitting the ship either way, if this is where you're placing it.
Geez, Sakura's smart. Let's not hit our beautiful flying ship.
It's okay. We just need to find the library. Easy replacement. No. She might.
Oh, it's because I think it's because she's unconscious. It might be adding that. Because, like, I think you're supposed to automatically fail. Maybe it's just added a minus 100
To make sure you
to
fail.
ensure that happens.
That's kind of funny. Okay, let's not hit the ship. I guess.
No, you've rolled it now. You did 26 points of fireball damage there, as most of them got pretty badly affected. Actually, most of them succeeded. Just realized, but the damage being what it was is probably enough to take down any minions caught in there for sure.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. In that case, yeah, you see this guy's going to start making his way in towards you. Is it frozen for everyone else?
The fireball thing is pretty laggy. I think that might be the thing causing the lag.
Okay, just give it a second. I think everything's frozen up.
I'm lagging.
Yeah, all right. I don't know why it's completely frozen now, but it's I don't know where this guy is. Okay, that's this guy that he just got fireballed to the face. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do things until it's woken up because I think I've pressed like 10 buttons now and doesn't done anything.
Don't you love Forge?
There you go, things are moving.
Yep. Oh, it's giving me some error. The key something doesn't exist. Okay, so this guy is going for you again, Nastra. Oh yeah, they're all rogues, I forgot. So they also have evasion. Holy crap, he misses as well. The 16. As Z next to you. Z is also going to climb up onto this rock to give some visions and is going to try and make a ranged attack herself. Oh, and Z actually gets a kill as she just shoots one of these minions with her bow. Estrella, you are right there. They've been all of these projectiles that have been coming at you have been blown away. What are you going to do?
Good job, Z. You get a gold star.
I'm gonna do thing that I'm gonna here. Then I'm gonna dimension up to the and for protection I bring Jerry.
Of course.
That saves me a spell slot.
And the place. I'm not sure what the options. 1, 2, but yeah.
Well, fuck, there goes my entire plan.
You're gonna blow them up, weren't you?
No, I was gonna get on the ship myself and cast Mist Cloud, but
And let's see.
oh well.
Then
Now this
Thank
is a
you.
very angry mouse.
with the bonus action, I can do that. Back. See that. Oh, what's place there? And I'm like, not gonna die today. And use one healing light.
The fuck?
Why? Why? Why?
What is wrong with you?
Why?
Because I can. That's all.
Estrella! What the fuck?
I'm so confused right now.
Okay, it is the minions. After that, as you manage to bring her sort of sputtering back to life, you see she has not woken up. She is still unconscious, and it seems like as you try and sort of shake her awake, you see her eyes sort of roll back. It seems she may be still trapped under whatever June did to her before, but she is breathing. And at this point, the minions are going to move in as they come rushing in from the side. Okay, wait, would they run all the way here? Because some of you are airborne. So, who is the how high up are you,
You are muted. Oh.
Okay, you're unmuted now. How high up are you?
Yeah, 30 feet. Roundabout. Yeah, just 30 feet.
Okay, well, I guess they're killing Indra then.
Oh,
Isn't he up on the rock?
Yeah, how high up do you think the rock is? Everyone else is like flying a million feet in the air, and they
Oh,
can't
so
see at least two of you, so they are making an attack against Indra.
I said it's like 10 feet.
What?
I know if it was
Yeah,
enough to
does-
block people's view of the airship, I thought it would be like 10 feet high.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
I might just be schizophrenic, I don't know.
Excuse me?
I think I must have missed something.
well, what are you missing here, man?
Apparently,
Something.
Indra.
Jerry, you're up.
Yep. Bonus action. They're stealing my ship. It's a bad idea. High rage is bonus action. Where's the rage button?
Shift 1. Macro bar.
Different
Your
things,
macro
but-
bars aren't shared.
Yeah.
I've told you that 1,000 times.
So move here and swing once the guy to the left and once the guy to the right. 33. And let's make the other one now.
Adding it properly there, yeah.
And 30 to the other.
Okay, yeah, you cut the one guy just clean in half as you sort of stab a hole through the other. One of them looks like they could actually take the hit. The other one definitely is no more.
That's my turn. I'll end.
Okay, it is the guy right next to you who now turns around to retaliate on that one as that hurt. And he is going to go in with a multi-attack with his short. Keep forgetting about multi-attack.
Okay, when it hits me, yeah, hits me.
Okay, Constitution saving throw, please, as he stabs you with a poisoned blade. Okay. With a 14, you take an additional 20 points of poison damage.
So total of 29. Half is 14. Okay.
I think
Why is it not?
Jerry at this point is built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, you have a Hulk for sure. Why is it not? Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Now it should have it. So, have you? Sorry, did you apply that damage, or
I'll apply it
shall I?
now. I'll do it now.
Okay, it did a 9 already. So just you can.
So 5 more.
Okay, the second one misses, but because this is his first turn in the round, it gets advantage. Oh no, you've already taken a turn, so it doesn't. Never mind. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to need 2 minutes, but we're going to go to you, Alliance, at the top of the round. Just give me a second. I'll be back right now.
Yep. We gotta have different spells now. We have a different oath. Usually as a reaction I get like one of the runes and one of the features from the
Rune Knight.
what is it called? The soul. And now I get like 5 instead of 2.
Yeah, you're an oath breaker now, eh? You bad boy.
Because I broke my oath doesn't mean I'm bad. And evil
Bad
is
boy?
subjective.
You broke the rules. That makes you a bad boy.
Oh, you're a horrible boy then.
I never disagree with that.
Wait a second. Wouldn't it actually be a good thing if June was undead? Don't Oathbreaker has like an aura that grants like plus to attack?
Demons and undead around me get like +4 to damage.
I'm pretty sure I'm abyssal, so can you be undead and abyssal? An undead abyssal?
Abyssalist. You would most likely fall under aberration.
Yeah, fiends are undead. Yeah.
Yeah, aberration. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm back. So
It's
Yellow.
from melee weapons. So you wanna come closer for the buff?
Right. So
I'm happy where I am. Thank you. I'm doing just fine.
hang on. I'll climb up another 10 feet, so I'm at least level with the ship.
yeah, you're level with the nose. It's still a little bit higher up, but you have got a clear view of the deck from up there.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I will. I'm no longer invisible. Right. I'll shoot this guy. And would I get advantage on that?
I don't think so. Which guy are you going for?
Oh, yeah. This one on the deck front.
Yep, he's attacking from hidden, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably got a nat 1 on that, so you can see him. I will say no. You wouldn't have advantage though, because he was trying to hide, and you are. Yeah, he's also a ninja.
Does.
And I suppose you were actually invisible, so I'll give you a stealth check versus his perception, and I'll just go against the perception check he made against June as well, because he was looking for both of
Yeah, life's good.
them. Yeah, you could. I'll let you have advantage on that.
Okay, cool. And let's do this.
Yes, throw your 1,000,000,001 dice.
Jerry does more damage than me in a single fucking.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how juiced up Jerry is at the moment.
Hang on. And he has to roll a DC 15 con save or be poisoned.
Oh, using their own things against.
Yeah. Oh,
Aha, we have
it
poison
just so
too.
happened that I rolled lucky. Ah,
Okay, you can't get him with his own trick. But yeah.
oh well then.
He recognizes the bolt you hit him with. It's like, this is our own technology. That must be alive.
I wonder, can I do this?
Hey, Elias, you have magic. What?
Yeah, I am also surprised. If you-
Completely forgot about that bag.
Wait, hold on. You just made an attack. How are you casting a cantrip?
Oh no, I just brought that up to see. I'm not actually casting that.
Oh, okay. This is like if Eliza's been secretly practicing like Eldritch Knight stuff.
But because I have crossbow expert, I can call that crossbow shot bonus action and attack with short sword as my normal action.
Okay, we're gonna have to get into what these things actually mean. So your short sword, it takes a bonus action to call it up into the air to make it fly. It's not that like you summon it as a bonus action, and then it can fly around, and you can direct it with another bonus action. So you can throw it up to 30 feet, but that is your bonus. And then your crossbow expert, does that just let you make a bonus action attack?
Yeah, with a crossbow.
But is it not if you take a certain action, like if you take the attack action.
I don't.
Yeah, when you use the attack action and attack with a one-hand weapon, you can use a bonus action. So that it's to represent like you can stab and shoot in one turn.
Point of order, he can still make a crossbow attack and then use his bonus action to use his sword, because he can use bonus action to order the sword to do an attack, because it's part of your bonus action of summoning it, it moves 30 feet and attacks.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at, is just the order of those things. I know it's pedantic, but at this level these things actually do matter. So just bear in mind you're using your action for a crossbow attack and your bonus for the sword, but just be aware of what those things actually do, because the sword thing, I think we've been a little bit like we've just sort of thrown that to the wind a couple of times. But yeah, you do still get the same attack.
Well, I missed anyway, so that's redundant.
Okay, sorry. I've been a little bit fast and loose with the rules in this campaign, and it's come to bite me in the ass at higher levels now. So I'm gonna have to start cracking down on something.
Yep, and I used the last of my movement to just move right here, and that should be my turn. Oh, that is something right there.
Yeah, you're sitting up in the branch and you just hear this strange noise from next to you, and you see a little pink fey dragon just like staring at you curiously, trying to figure out what you are and why you're in its tree.
I'll be gone soon, my friend, don't worry.
I still have mine that's still hanging around somewhere invisible. Completely forgot about my familiar.
Yeah, that'll be my turn. No.
And yeah, speaking of which, June.
Oh no.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I can attack the guys on the bridge. You know what? It's probably a bad idea to help out Indra over here, who's getting mobbed by 3 soon to be 4 guys. So yeah, I'm gonna start attacking the closest guy. I'm gonna start off with Eldritch Blast. Wow, that's a. Oh wait, no, okay, it was a 19. So that's going to be a 30 to hit. Wait, let me actually. Sorry, yeah, let me actually use what's space for the rolls for Eldritch Blast. Yeah. So it's going to be 30 to hit, 14 points of damage. Then second one. Hey, nat 20. Oh, look at the poor dad. That was a max crit damage. Second guy. Attacking advantage. Bum, bum, bum. Some normal hit this time. Third one. Oh, sorry, no, fourth one. What am I saying? Yeah, there we go. Advantage. Oh, another crit. I'm very dead. And then last one, except this is going to be with my Crown of Stars, so I'm just going to use D&D Beyond to roll that. Love D20s, but yeah. It's going to be a 27, 40 points of damage on that. Sorry,
on which one? The last of those 3?
Yeah, the last one. Last of those 3, yeah.
Yeah, please describe how you annihilate those 3 as they've just surrounded Indra, and he like turns to them afraid, but you just emerge from the trees.
So
what is this?
It looks, like that scene from How I Met You, How to Train Your Dragon, where the Night Fury is just blazing through the sky and you just see the shadow. Yeah, that basically like that, except it's just explosions all around Indra as these 3 guys just get completely obliterated, like there's craters in their bodies. I'm gonna fly probably over here. quick saw. And yeah, that'll be my turn as I turn into basically a bomber at this point.
Yeah, and as we, after your turn, go to Indra, you see him covering up and just like expecting death, but opening his eyes to see everyone around him just obliterated. And he's just going to look up, give a little nod of thanks, and then he's going to run out and attack this dude.
Yeah, he hears Jun's voice in his head saying, "You're welcome."
Oh, and the guy blocks with his sword, just staring at him and kind of laughing, realizing that this is not as tough as the rest of as this guy on the ship, he is now going to release his jutsu, and as you have just tried to target him, Elias, he's turning to you. Okay, so this one doesn't have an auto thing.
I should have hit. Fuck.
Sorry, just gotta. I've got this one on a different page. 1 second. Okay, so you will see as he turns to you and he says, there you are. And he will throw a hand up into the air, and you'll see from around him, just on the deck around him, you'll see all the things that you couldn't quite from as high up as you are, and all the weapons that are lying on the floor around him raise up into the air, and he's going to point them towards the tree as you just see throwing knives, shuriken, all kinds of things just flying into the tree where you are. That fairy dragon immediately tries to take flight and get out of the way, but I need you. Oh no, he rolls to attack on this one. So let's see.
It's basically a guaranteed hit. Then I did not have a high AC.
Okay, I'm just double checking the.
Should have visited the local armorsmith.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
Does an 18 hit you?
yes.
Okay. So as these fly towards you, you are going to take. Oh, you do take the regular. Okay, sorry. Let me post that one again then. I had you selected and I saw your crossbow. I was like, oh shit, we had an upgraded one. When did I do? Okay, so you will be taking. I need you to also make a con save, please. A DC 15. So it shouldn't be too difficult. But
I'm fucked.
no, you're good. You don't. You don't take any because of your evasion as well. You don't take any of that poison damage. However, there is a lot more coming. Okay, so
Oh, fuck.
that is 64 points of piercing damage as this just arsenal of weapons comes. Jesus Christ, that's pretty bad actually. Just starts annihilating the tree that you are in. This is why it takes him a full round to actually get this thing off. Okay, so that should be applied. As yeah, the fairy dragon in the tree next to you is also just obliterated. Yeah, that is his turn. And then, oh no, he's still got movement, I guess. So he's going to try and get some more cover as he yeets himself over the side of the airship and down to the other side, where he now has cover unless you go around. But that takes us on to the others. This one is now Oh, he's still up in the air. So as he sees you flying around, he's going to go for you, Sakura. As you just try to blow them all up. As he runs along the wire, you'll see he's up at the same height as you, but he's running along these wires, and he's going to make some ranged attacks against you.
Okay. Let me just shield for this turn.
Or did it expire before it?
I have no idea.
Okay, it should prompt you for the reactions, but what is the shield?
+5 to my AC, so it would be 24.
Okay, nice. So yeah, with the 24, that you managed to block that first attack as the shuriken's coming in. Another one is coming towards you. Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't actually change the AC there, so this may be wrong. It says it hits, but okay, no, that was only a 19. So you managed to shield both of those attacks, and he ends his.
Awesome.
This one that is also up there. So June, are you still under the shadow of more?
As far as I know, it's a. I'm pretty sure I am.
Is that concentration?
It is concentration, yes.
Okay, cool. So then this one sees the big attack go off. He can see that his buddy's having a bit of trouble over there. He's going to turn back towards the ship, and he's going to make some attacks against Jerry, as he's just seen him kill one of his buddies. Oh, and he gets a crit. So this is from the wires. He does an extra bit of damage from that. So okay, as these shuriken come flying in towards you, Jerry, you take 59 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a con saving throw, please. That hasn't been halved yet.
Does poison give disadvantage on saves?
Are you poisoned?
Yeah, the guy next to me hit me.
And let me apply that. I can't. I can never.
Poison creatures disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, so normal.
But it's applied now, so it should prompt you automatically for your attack.
18.
Okay, that is a success. So, good lord. Did you just reduce 59 points of damage down to 14?
No. Oh wait. Maybe. Because I halved the poison, then I halve it again, and the piercing damage is also halved. So a quarter of the poison and half of the piercing.
No, I hadn't even rolled the poison. You saved against
so
that.
I don't know why it's so much.
It's just meant to be the piercing. So
Yeah.
I think
Does Jerry have like resistance against? Oh wait, no, yeah, it would only be half that then. Yeah.
yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's done that, but
So it reduced only 14, so it should reduce 15 more. I'll do it myself.
that's all right. I've done it already. It
Okay.
should be one. You should be on 101 there. So that's his turn. He's up on the wire. Then this guy here that's been actually trying to steal your ship properly. I'm going to move the minion because he's just in the way. But he's going to run in like over him and try and attack you as well. Okay, another con save, please. All right, you succeed. So on that, okay, that one you really did just reduce down to 2 points. Oh wait, does that make sense? Yeah. No.
It should be 4.
Why is it double reducing? I don't understand.
Maybe it for some reason counts, like if I succeed con, it helps all the damage instead of just the poison for some reason.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because did you activate rage somehow on your?
You only activated it. I didn't touch anything.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. All right, we'll figure that out later as just another 2 damage I've added. And Sakura, you are now up. You are still in the air. The guys rush towards you and try to hit you with shuriken, but to no avail yet. What would you like to do?
She is going to attack this dude in the air with just a little firebolt. Oop. And I've got a little lady Mika just going berserk on me.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit as you hit him. He kind of tries to deflect it, but it burns his shoulder. Anything else you want to try?
Just to fuck with him, can she just go like 5 feet up?
Okay, is that all the movement you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, so you now above the wires that he's running along. You got clear sight on him.
Awesome.
Is that your?
Yeah.
Okay, then takes us on to the guy down here who's still face to face with Indra. And misses. They seem to be going back and forth between the 2 of them, but he gets to. Actually, he's going to use his bow. As he turns and he notices the eruption in the trees and sees his target up there. As he's trying to keep Indra at bay with his sword, he turns and fires a crossbow at you, Elias.
Bitch. I'm gonna have a reaction. I'm gonna use a reaction rather.
Okay, yeah, you'll definitely be able to absorb any of the poison that is on this weapon, but you can make that concept.
I don't think I can actually.
Why not?
One reaction which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. Not
Or poison.
Does it? Oh.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison is what it says here on Foundry. I don't know.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it
does
does.
say
It's different. It's different at the bottom and at the top, but it's fine. I'll say you can use it on this.
Okay. It's giving me a prompt to attack. Do I just?
No, that's for. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's
What?
because you get to use the poison damage on your next attack. You basically redirect it. But that is a failed con save, so now I will roll the poison. Okay, so that's 24 points of poison damage, which you are essentially halving. But that does not mean you're taking half damage, so you can use the evasion. You just take 12
Yeah.
instead. Okay, and then yeah, and I'll say you are not actually technically poisoned because of the absorb elements, as you now store that up for your next attack. That is his turn, taking us on to Z, who's going to try and get in there and actually help Indra by giving some flank. Oh, that's a Estrella. It's on to
Oh. Let's just guy on the strings, who seems the most dangerous, and by light be purged. Sacred flame. I think
Okay, if you click the damage roll, it should prompt. Okay, that is a fail, so he takes 14 points of radiant damage there, as you see it, the wires wobbling.
20
all you want?
actually reason it down the like ability.
How do you add your charisma? Wait, how do you have a plus? How do you have a 6 on charisma?
22 charisma.
The
Oh
book.
shit, when did that happen?
When I finish the book.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, he gets pretty roasted by that one. Anything else you want to do?
Let's see. Just because Jerry seems a little bit bad. Just actually using that string. I don't know. This. Yep. But he has bardic inspiration. D10.
Okay, nice. Is that your turn?
And that should be my
Okay, now it is not actually skipped the minions, but I'm going to move them now before we get to your turn there, Jerry, as you killed the one I was using for the turn order. I was like, this one's far away. At least the turn order will stay this time. No. Okay, this guy is going to use pretty much all of his movement to get up here. How does that say only 15 feet? What the fuck? Yeah, so this guy's climbing up and is going for you, Jerry, as well. And these two are going to go for you, Estrella. They're a little bit confused as to why you healed their buddy. They were ignoring you for a second, but after that last turn, they're going to go for you, as I think all the other minions are down. Yeah, all dead. Okay, so first against you, Estrella.
hits.
Okay, con saving throw from you, please, as you take 18 points of damage. Okay, but you succeed on the con save, so you will take. Oh, you're supposed to take half damage from the poison. So. Okay, and then another 11 points of poison. Okay, then against you, Jerry, there's one crossbow attack coming. Oh, sorry, it's not actually a crossbow. They're shuriken and kunais. Ooh, let's see. Okay, you take 9 points of piercing damage there. I guess probably halved. We'll have to. It's meant to be 4 probably, but a con save again. Okay, so I was not rolling this before, but you will take also again half the. Oh no, actually, then it'll be 0 if you're resistant, right?
No, it's a quarter. To resistance don't make it a immunity in most cases.
It's half.
Including this.
He takes half, and that half is then halved again.
Okay, cool. So it's another 6 on top of that, and that is their turn. Bringing us onto you, Jerry, as this has just hit you in the shoulder. What do you do?
I'll focus on the guy to my left. I am using Great Weapon Master and Divine Smite. So disadvantage on the attack because I'm poisoned.
Yes. What the fuck's going on with the music?
And the -5.
Got the Yasuke music. That is a hit, yeah, for sure.
Let's say level 3 Divine Smite. So 4d8.
Ooh, and please describe what your divine smites look like now. Is maybe not as holy as before. Jesus.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. I just like stab him in the chest, but instead of like the regular light that comes, it's like blackish purplish, like around the injury, around the wound now.
Yeah, you see death's grip taking him as he's just looking at you with the horror in his eyes, as that it looks like some sort of infection spreading over his chest. I think that was one attack.
Yeah, second attack now. Let's see if it works like this. Yeah.
I'll say this: you can probably finish him if you're going for the.
Yeah, I'm not divine smiting it, but I am great weapon mastering it. So I hit.
Yeah, what does your follow-up finishing strike look?
Oh, okay, did die. Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He had 3 hit points left, and you did an additional 40. He definitely can cut him into as many pieces as you want.
Okay. Because I killed him and I have great weapon master, I can make another attack as a bonus action. So I
Oh,
attack the guy
shit.
to the right.
That's cool. Is that a new feature?
I just barely use it.
Uh,
I always injure everyone and then everyone takes my kills.
Jeez, not anymore. Now you can punch a hole through someone. Yeah, that hits.
No, because I can, I'll action search.
The guy looks, you see his eyes widen. He's like, I survived. Oh no, he's still moving.
Oh, natural one.
You just try to lop his head off with that extra attack and he dodges underneath, but I think you've still got one.
Yeah, another one. Can be 2 natural ones, right? good, I hit.
Yeah, very much dead. How do you kill this one?
I just like swing, like slice his leg, and for his go for his heart, like to slash his chest, and he deflects it. I just stab straight through his mouth.
Yeah, and just not even realizing how much strength you now have, you kind of pull the blade sideways and just slice through half of his head as he collapses onto the deck. You've carved these two guys up like it was nothing. You've still got your movement, or is that your?
That will be my turn.
Okay, top of the round, Elias. You feeling a bit full of weapons right now, as there are various bits of metal sticking out of you, but you've just seen there on the deck some people go flying as Jerry's been slicing them up. You can still see the guys on wires. What do you do?
Well, I am still alive, so I'm going to see if I can jump up onto the ship.
Yeah, easily done.
Okay, cool. No extra movement?
No, from where you are now, you've gotten enough. You can just run along the edge of the branch and straight onto the nose of the ship.
Okay.
And that sort of arcs up, so you can easily, it's just like a curve.
Right. Sure, let's do this. Okay. I'll come up here and what? Okay, so I want to stab this guy and then bonus action shoot the other guy with my crossbow. That should be
Yes.
fine, right?
Yeah, if you're taking the attack action to stab with a one-handed weapon, then you get your crossbow bonus action.
Okay, cool.
It's there's like monks are the same. They also have to punch to get their flurry of blows. So it just means you can't use the crossbow action if you're doing anything other than attack with your action.
Yep.
And you've now got the. Oh no, actually that's a bonus action as well. Never mind. So yeah.
This counts as flanking.
Yes, that one in front of you is definitely flanked, not the other one. Nice.
Lovely. And he takes. Oh. I see,
Sorry, that one is a
else.
minion, but if you any extra damage, you got him down to 1. But it was a minion, so a melee attack kills him.
Yeah, it's just the extra. Nice. Let's call it the absorb damage spell. The extra damage to him.
Well, you can add that to the crossbow if you want. As they're both minions, I'll let you do it. It's just all part of the same attack.
This one. Lovely.
Okay, nice. You literally brought him down to 1. So roll the
I
the
could
poison.
also do sneak attack because allies within 5 foot.
Yeah, I mean you can if you want to overkill. So yeah, if you just want the kill, roll the poison. If you want to blast his head off or knock him off the ship or something.
Of course I would. Why
What does
wouldn't
this look
I?
like? Describe this double attack.
If you can just imagine, well, the sword, it wasn't much other than just a stab through the back because classic. And for the second guy, you can just imagine looking from under the ship, just a body flies up over and about 10 feet off to the side and hits the ground with a mighty whack. His buddy on the web hears it and thinks, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he actually, because of the force that you hit him with, he spins and falls through that wire, and you see it actually just cut him up as he goes through it, as he falls down to the ground. There's quite a large splatter there at the bottom, but is that going to be okay?
Yep.
Okay, June, you see this happen, is still obscured there. What do you?
See, so fucking assholes on the ship are getting annihilated. There's a couple enemies down here. Let's go for another bobbing run over and help out Indra again. Help out with these just three guys. So yeah, I'm zooming across their above their heads, blasting down. I'll talk to this guy first.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on these because he is so surrounded, and you are.
I already have advantage, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, from Shadow of Moil, it's still
Oh,
around
no.
me. Wow. Doesn't matter if I roll like shit, but anyway.
Yeah, you got the numbers.
So points. Well, I had a really good, really good rolls last round, so this is the way I roll like shit.
Well, if you hit with these others, I think it'll go well.
Yeah, I think it's just lagging a bit now. Eldritch Blast, hello. There we go. Alright,
Yeah, a crit might do it.
Close. Oh, worst damage ever.
So yeah, that last one, he kind of managed. He has realized as the other ones were hitting him, and he absorbs it a bit, but he is looking pretty badly hurt.
Aha, but now a giant star is coming his way. Huzzah!
He just turns to look up and see what the hell has just been hitting him as Z and Indra both like jump backwards. They just, I'm gonna, for flavor, they jump 5 feet backwards as this star comes down on top of him, and he is just illuminated by the explosion as it tears him to pieces.
Yeah, he becomes red mist at that point. After getting hit by all this shit.
Absolutely. Oh man, I had I had an effect for that. Oh well, is that going to be your turn? As you?
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Then that takes us to Indra, who he is going to try and help you out as well by throwing a shuriken at this guy from underneath. Oh god, his shuriken rolls were better than in this campaign than they ever were in the other one. It's the same stuff. I think I've missed all of them. But he hits with that one, just pegging one into the bottom of this guy's feet. This guy is looking pretty tired and is actually, he's going to try and get out of here. He's going to take, he's going to ready an action and run over there. Remember, he has a ready action because I'll probably forget. This one over here is realizing that the fight's not going so well. He's going to try. So, I know they're blinded, so they don't actually see you. Yeah, I guess he sees there's chaos going on the ship, and he's going to run above, and he's going to try and make an attack against you, the target. First one misses. Oh, second one's a nat 1, as you just see him unloading these weapons, but miss. And as you just deflect some of them in the air. This dude also on the wires, he's going to try and do the same thing as they make their last ditch effort to get their target. And finally, the last one. Okay, so we can halve the damage after you take this, but I need a con save from you first. As
Question. Since my absorb, I think my absorb element spell should still be in effect. Would I have resistance to poisoning, the poison damage?
no, I think it's been your turn because you used it on an attack. So you've used that poison that you stored up now. It's over. So after you use the reaction, it's until the start of your next turn. And
Okay.
that's how it works
So
with
it doesn't
shield.
even
That
matter
could
if
be
I don't use it.
Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, good and violent.
Yeah, so it's an immediate. It's like just you redirecting that
Okay.
energy into your next attack. Yeah.
I don't understand why it throws for me.
Sorry, that must be a setting that I haven't changed.
Did it
But
last time.
yeah, I think there's a timer. If you haven't rolled by the end of the timer, it picks it up because it does that for the NPCs. But you can, you can try and roll it again if you want, but that is what you would have rolled.
I still have my inspiration, so use that. It wouldn't have mattered.
Still not enough, I'm afraid. So then you are going to take that full damage, that 22, and then the poison on top of it.
I had uncanny dodge.
Yes, so you will say that you can halve the total damage. So it was 22 and then plus the 21 poison, but that will be reduced basically to the 22 that you've already taken.
Okay.
So you don't have to add extra for the poison. But that is going to take us to Sakura.
Are there any enemies that are not retreating?
You can see the two that just try to attack Elias that are standing on the wires still, and they are 30 feet up in the air above where you fireballed earlier.
Okay, let's see firebolt. Yeah, I can still. She's gonna attack the same dude with the firebolt.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, and Jesus.
Yeah, fucking you just like you see these guys throwing things at you, Elias, and then one of them just combusts as something hits him from behind, and it's just this explosion of fire, and he is consumed by it completely. There is nothing left. It's just dust after that. 60. Yeah, it looks like she just used disintegrate, but nope, that was firebolt. Well done.
Thank you. And she'll.
No longer disintegration, it's mini disintegration.
So let's move a little bit closer. Okay. I'll have to go around.
It's okay. I'll move. There's just a wall on there.
Thank you. Oop. Cool. Yep, that's my turn.
Very nice. Okay. Then it goes to Z, who just is like watching that from underneath, and it's like, holy shit, Sakura. She's going to pull out her bow again and try and go for this guy from under. Oh, she crit. Doesn't do as much as Jerry would fart on someone. I would need to buff her up, as her crit basically does 17 points of damage. Estrella, taking us to you. Seems like there's one minion on the ship, one guy on the wires, and one fleeing. What would you like to do?
Burn the guy.
Yeah, roll your damage, so it'll drop.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a crit on his save as he sort of sees this one coming.
Oh well. Live another day.
It did add your charisma this time, though.
Yeah, I
It's-
added it automatically. I wanted to see the +6 added.
Okay, Jerry, that's you.
That's me.
Oh no, actually, it's the minion
Yeah.
right before you. So he's going to try and rush in and take one swipe at you. Okay, he hits a con save, please.
No,
Oh, that is
my not bliss. Bardic inspiration.
okay. That's a D10.
Oh my god. It's a 14, not enough.
Just not it.
Oh man.
Okay, so that's another 21 points on top of that. Uh, so halved to 10. Okay, that brings us to your turn.
Yeah, well, he knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, he's trying to die with honor.
Oh, I got a 2 and I missed. Oh, I crit, but I have disadvantage.
It'll still be plenty, I'm sure. As I know, even one unarmed strike would kill this guy, even if without a crit. So you can roll your damage and describe what you do.
Maximum damage.
That was
Overdrive!
almost double his hit points. So, yeah, what?
I'll have to find the video I saw. with the execution. Oh, there it is. 1 second. There we go. For Honor works properly for me now. It actually does. Oh, he didn't send the video. That's the one.
Everyone direct your attention to the Discord chat for Honor Execution.
There aren't enough brutal ones for this one. Where essentially I stab him through the chest, and you just like he drops back, and I just drag the sword out, like through his body.
Yes, absolutely. He's just now crumpled over those crates, and that was one attack, I think, or
I
was that
missed the first one.
Oh, nice. Okay, so are you going to use any movement? There seems to be only one left from your perspective.
I'm not even sure I'm seeing him, but that would be me.
So is that your turn?
Yeah, turn will end it. There we go.
Okay, Elias, you can see that the one that hit you earlier is trying to flee, and there's one guy left on the wires. What are you going to do?
I ask him if he wants to live.
You can make an intimidation or persuasion check.
It is a genuine question. I want to know if he wants to live.
Yeah, you can see him looking around at like the people underneath him, the shadow flying around him, and Sakura flying towards him. he like looks down at the at Akodo, who is actually alive and that Estrella seemed to save, and he realizes that people may actually take mercy, and he standing on top of the wires. You will just see his hands full of like throwing stars, and he'll put his arms out and just drop them to the ground. You'll hear them clatter below as he holds his hands up in the air as if he's surrendering.
Right. Who else? I'll just say Astra. Keep an eye on him. Keep him alive.
Okay, so this you were saying to the guy on the wires, and
Yeah. Yeah. I
so
just want
from
to
where you're standing, you can see the other guy running off into the bushes still. So those seem to be the only two left.
Right. Then I will come up to the edge of the ship. Bonus action for insightful fighting. Have him roll a deception for me, please. Yeah, he might actually get it. Fuck.
Nope.
Huh. I would have expected to be higher.
Yeah, me too. But you know these guys better than anyone. Actually, you've worked with these people before. You know their tactics.
You have to be kidding me.
That was rough.
You are
As
fucking
you
kidding me.
will say, as you fire that bolt, you fire it just over his shoulder and into the ground right in front of him, and you see him stop for a second as it just like stops him in his tracks as the bolt is at his feet, and he looks over his shoulder. That was just one attack.
As he's looking, I just sort of like wave my hand, like, come here.
Okay, yeah, you've
Nice,
already
nice. So
managed to
that-
convince one, but this guy doesn't. He seems like he's booking it out of here. You stopped him for a second, but if you just waving at him, he's going to turn and carry on going.
Oh no, I'm like gesturing, like, come here.
Yeah, no, he's ignoring you and trying to go in the other direction.
Alright. You can fuck off, because I can't do much else on my turn.
Okay.
Don't worry. A aircraft is coming in. Just give me a sec.
So yeah, this guy just you try and call him to come towards you, and he just turns and he figures he's a dash away from safety. We go to June, and hopefully it goes to your.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, he's all yours, Hunter.
Yeah, and screaming over you. Jin's gonna fly over there, looking literally just like a shadow. Barely, just looks like a little marker on the horizon. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, just this streak of purplish blackness that's just been flying around all over the place.
Going his way. That's a lot of damage. Sorry, a lot to hit, but not a lot of damage.
First one hits him in the back as he sort of stumbles forward.
Oof, that's a lot. Some good damage.
That one just clips a leg and blows it clean off as he just tumbles to the ground. And yeah, you stop him in his tracks.
The other two Eldritch Blasts just kind of hit him simultaneously in the head. Just he gets that searing pain of getting his leg blown off and then gone.
All right. Are you? I mean, you when you fire Eldritch Blast, you fire 4 of them, so it's you can stop at those 2. But if you are you firing the other 2, you don't have to roll; they'll auto hit.
Yeah, like pretty much as the second one blows off his leg, the other 2 impact him in the head, just ending his suffering immediately.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, nice. As absolutely, you finish him off. This other guy is surrendering, so that will bring us out of combat. Okay, and yeah, at this point, as you sort of land down, or you're just sort of hovering above the ship there, June, as you look down onto the deck, making sure that all of these guys are dead, you will still feel this connection to Akodo, who's unconscious on the deck. But the guy on the wires is he's just put his hands behind his head. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna ask him to come down to the deck with me.
Hmm.
What's your name?
I'm Cleodopas. And he's like looking nervously down at Akodo.
Don't
June
worry
can-
about her. How do I spell his name? Out of character.
You can see it further up the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Alright, would you sit just a little bit still for me? And I'd just like to cut off a bit of his hair.
You'll see him like just sigh, and then he'll nod and drop to his knees and just sort of lean over as he's got like a top knot that is clearly shaven in, like this is a point of pride, quite clear.
I just take the very end of it as to like not fuck it entirely up.
Yeah, you just grab that bun and slice it clean off easily.
Oh no! I want to take like as little as I can.
Well, I mean, that's basically the only hair on his head. Is like it's just tied in. It's a like traditional samurai kind of style. So if you can either, I mean, yeah, you're either leaving a small ponytail or basically just a fuzz up top.
Hmm.
Alright. I'll cut it off then.
No, I mean this. You would know this is like this is quite a common thing to do to like criminals and thieves.
Yeah.
Like that is the point. But yeah, sorry, if you're trying to do something else, you absolutely can.
Yeah, and well, I'll tell him. That will be your punishment. But there's more you can do for me. More that will get you high up in this world. Are you interested?
Well, of course. I mean, clearly, the old man's not going to have much luck sending any more for you. I'd rather be on the winning side.
I'd like to insight check him. How
Yeah.
earnestly does he believe that?
Yeah, you can tell that he is absolutely sure, like, oh shit, I've been beaten, and whoever you have just joined up with, these guys are no joke. He's like, yeah, I'll join you. Sure, you seem like you could take on Kunasa, no problem.
The old man days are numbered, but I need to know what he's doing. So, I want you to go back. Tell them what happened here. It was a failure. We are... Well, you can tell them what happened. It's clear. But I also want from you, and I'll just hand him like a stack of magic paper for paper animals. I want you to be my ears on the inside.
He'll nod and say, okay, I think I could do that, but what's in it for me other than my life right now, of course, which I'm very grateful for. He just bows his head, like trying not to poke.
I'll just nod like, yes, I get it. You will have a place in my new order. You, of course, see, well, where we're at now. Shira's days are numbered, and I don't plan on keeping them around. Now, of course, Shira's my enemy, and so are the associates, but more meant for me makes it easier.
I respect the vendetta, but I was only coming after you for the cash. Does this position pay?
Oh, it pays lovely.
Then you have a new friend in the business. A pleasure to meet you. I will just head on back then, shall I, and keep you posted with these? And he will pull out. You'll see a box that to keep scrolls and things in, that he'll roll them up and put them into.
Yes. Words. Okay, so can I just quickly ask, how much money do we have, like, collectively?
Well, the rest of them earn a salary from the Blue Dragon clan, but you haven't joined them yet. So at the moment, I think funds aren't great, but you know that if you become samurai, you will not be short on money, especially to pay off guys like this. You can the Shira Corp doesn't exactly pay them well.
All right. I'll tell him I'll give him 5 times his pay.
Yeah, he seems in. We can work out specifics later on, like your finances, but this guy, he seems to believe that you'll be able to pay him more, and he's definitely in. And he does look over at Akodo though and say, "What about her? Do you want me to take her back with me, or?"
No. I feel like it would overcomplicate things. For now, don't worry. Make your way back, be safe, and we'll keep in contact.
He'll give you a deep bow of gratitude, and he will turn to the others and just give a curt bow to all of you as well, as he says, "Thank you. I will not forget this, and I will be in touch." And he's going to try and run past you, June, as you've just sort of reappeared there on the deck. He like notices you're just too late, and then he runs right smack bang into.
Yeah, I just give him a look.
He seems legitimately confused as to where the fuck you came from, who you even are.
I make a small sidestep for him to get out, for him to go past.
Yeah, he doesn't question it and just darts right off the ship, diving over the edge, and then down into the bushes.
Jin looks to Elias and says, "You know, once they realize he's in your pay, he's going to send them back to us, chopped up in a box, right?"
It's his responsibility to ensure his own safety. I didn't force it on him. I told him his punishment was done.
Yeah, fair enough. So, what are we going to do with her?
Don't worry about that, and I'll just turn to Estrella. So why did you heal her?
I'm also quite curious about this.
Because not wish.
Is that so? We'll walk up to Koda, take one look at her, and I'll just kill her.
How are you trying to kill him?
Just dagger across the throat and let it be done. Simple as.
Okay. As you lean down to try and slash her throat, you will see that her eyes are just sort of flitting back and forth, and then you'll see her mouth suddenly open and a tentacle erupt from it just out of nowhere. You're absolutely not expecting it, as it wraps around your wrist as you're trying to slash her throat, and you'll see her eyes shoot open as they are just milky white and like have this purplish glow, and it seems like she has, like, this isn't a Kodo, this is like some sort of creature, and it has got your arm. What are you going to do in this moment?
I didn't know that Elias was into that kind of stuff.
And there we learned something
All
new.
jokes aside, she is a psychopath and she works for Shira. I have no motivation to keep her alive.
Can you please give me a Constitution save, Elias? As this thing
And
is,
while
you
I'm
feel
at
the suckers gripping onto your arm, but you can tell me what you're actually trying to do.
At this rate, actually, if I can, I will just go ahead and fucking what's it? Awaken the Leviathan.
Okay, yeah, that you can absolutely. As you feel this wrapping around and trying to like sink its teeth into you from within these suckers, your arm just becomes like liquid as you push it off, and you just see the tentacle go wild as you slip out of it. I'll say by doing that, you won't have to make the con save, as you just pull your arm out and the transformation takes.
Huh. That's not part of the spell.
Right. And if I'm fine now, then I'll just use one of the water cannons on her. What?
Okay, yeah, I'll say this won't even require a roll, as it's just all of this is happening. Your arm sort of turns to water as you pull it free, and you just blast it down as one of these rings forms and just shoots down. You see it like a fire hose straight to the face, with enough pressure that it just starts tearing the flesh from the skull. As you see it peeling this skin back, you'll see that the tentacle from within, as you kind of obviously kill her, the tentacle gets destroyed, as well as the eyes are hollowed out, and when that is done, there is just a skinless face like a skinless skull just lying there, and she is dead.
Fucking psycho.
Overreact much? I mean, I would have loved to figure out why there was a tentacle coming out of her mouth. I know it's linked to the spell, but now we have no idea what it was. Thanks, lass.
Yeah, June, you will also feel the connection break as he does.
Would you like to explain, June?
Well, I would have tried to explain once I could get a closer look, but now her face is now wet. Very, very wet.
I'm going to burn the body.
Yeah, a good idea.
And yeah, just from now on, I'm just gonna be getting some firewood just to cremate her.
Okay.
And I'll be
Could
eating
have
up my
been
time
doing
for the
something.
next while.
Yeah,
While
pretty
this was
easy.
happening,
Yeah, sorry, I was going to throw it to you. What are you doing?
I'm just picking up the bodies and tossing them off the ship. Just like grabbing by the collar and just tossing them, not even trying hard.
Yeah, the rest of you see Jerry just yeeting these bodies like they're paperweights, just throwing them off.
Yeah, when I hear Elias talk about cremating her, I'll approach her, the body. Do I see him doing it on the ship?
No,
No,
of
I think
course
he's
not.
jumping down.
Okay.
With...
Yeah.
Then you're okay. Then I'll start inspecting the fireball that hit my ship and make sure it's still operational. At least enough to get Toto.
Yeah, you can see there is a bit of fire damage, but that will be reflected on the token. But it's not enough to stop it flying at all. This ship can take a lot more than that. But it is down a couple of hit points, so could possibly use some repairs when you get back. But it's on 154 out of 200 at the moment.
Can I cast Fabricate to repair at least part of it?
I'll say you can mix in a. I mean, how are you actually attaching it? Because you could create like a panel to patch it for sure with Fabricate, but then it may still take some work to actually attach that.
Okay, I'll actually use Creation instead. Maybe it will. Okay, it's still only materials. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily need another spell. Like you could just make. I'll tell you what, you can make either a check with your smithing tools or just a straight athletics to try and like physically you can create a giant panel and just hammer it in with your fist. You've got the strength now.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be too difficult. But give me an athletics check to see, and you can use one of those spells to definitely do that.
Cool. Then I'll use the Fabricate. That way, it'll take 10 minutes, but that way it won't disappear after we arrive in total. Okay, I'll use it here on the forge instead, so it will properly show. Let's Fabricate, and then you said athletics. I'll use 5 points of my lay on hands to remove the poison from myself.
Oh, damn, I should have done that.
There we go, no more poison. And now I'll roll.
Okay,
36.
you managed to add 36 hit points back to the ship with the.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay, yeah, so that will take it about 10 minutes as you guys see Jerry start to do some manual repairs he seems even stronger than last time you saw him. But what is everyone else up on top of the ship doing as Elias has gone to cremate the body?
Well, while we wait for our flight to start, I have some things to deal with. And she gestures towards her mind flare arm. So, I'm gonna go to a room. See you later. And she's gonna go down below deck to her. How big is it? Is there like a room she can go to?
No, there aren't multiple rooms, but there is a cabin in there with the flight controls, so you could get some privacy in there. But that's on the same level. It's just a room like the bridge of a ship.
It's a cargo ship more than transport, like creature transport, humans.
I mean, is there like a underneath compartment?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could go underneath for like repairs and stuff. So you could go into the like workings of the ship. There'd be probably a tight, dark, like metallic tunnel in there. But yeah, enough to go and sit and have your have your.
That'll do. It's away from everybody and encased in a giant metal thing. So if something does explode, there's a chance it could be contained onto the ship. So
yeah, we'll say you're down with all the working parts. So if something explodes, it could be very bad for the ship. But you don't expect these processes to be all that explosive necessarily. Like no one comes down here; they probably won't notice whatever you do.
But yeah, she's gonna go down, start setting up a small ritual circle to hopefully get some shit done.
Yeah, I mean, you do know that you are. It is now like sort of late afternoon. The plan was to head back to Toto, and it shouldn't take you very long to do that once you do set up. But you begin getting some of your preparations done. What about Estrella and Sakura up top?
Well, Jerry, so you think Elias prefers the dead over?
I honestly could care less and just hear like a loud punching noise. He puts the piece in place.
Yeah, actually,
Sakura. Sorry.
okay.
Sakura would probably just want a nap. She's always tired.
Okay, yeah, you finally find your way onto the ship again and find a nice spot to curl up. Like it's been a long journey, and you're back in the car.
Yep, it's been way too long since she's had a nap.
Yeah, it doesn't take 2 seconds, and you are already fast asleep as you are surrounded by the Sakura forest again, and it does feel good to be back. That there's a nice smell in the air despite the battle that you've just endured, and by this time, as Jerry takes that little bit to fix the ship, Elias, are you going to cremate just the one body?
Yeah, and if possible, I'd actually like to do it a bit further away, and make sure she doesn't have anything explosive on her.
yeah, you can do that fairly easily. We'll move it over there.
Can I also say, while I'm at it, I would like to check the body, just quickly grab anything vaguely explosive.
Yeah, they used all their paper bombs on that. You will notice she's got quite a nice katana, but let's see. Oh no, she does actually. She's got 2 paper bombs because she was knocked out in the first. So I'll add those to your sheet.
Thank you.
Oh no, one of them's a tag ball. It's an explosive. So I don't know if you've seen that.
Tag balls.
an explosive tag ball. You'll
Sounds
Famous game of
exciting.
dodgeball.
Yeah.
yeah, no, not that kind of tag.
Dodgeball, but only rogues with evasion can play it. Rogues and monks.
And high enough hunters.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You take those off of her, or are you going to take the sword as well, or are you going to bury that with her? Or use it as like a headstone?
I'll leave the sword with her body. It's not a trophy I want to keep. Someone like that.
Okay. So, are you trying to give like a respectful ritual, or are you just trying to burn the body to get rid of it?
Just burning it to get rid of it.
Okay. Then there will be no checks necessary other than actually give me a sleight of hand or a survival just to see how well you can or how quickly you can get this done. Okay, so yeah, it goes well. You are able to do this, but there is a little bit of like you remember this all the times in Shira, all the times that you saw her in those like in the working there, and all of the people that you've just fought, and it's almost probably making you angry more than nostalgic. It's
Sickening.
yeah, like these people just try to kill you after everything you did for them, and you can feel this rage within. And as you are doing this, and as you are alone here getting rid of this body, you will hear the voice of the Leviathan that you've drawn out now. You'll just not in words, but just in emotion, you'll feel that it shares that rage with you, and it's like it it feels like that whatever that thing is, whatever that spirit is within you, is willing to join this fight as well.
Well, against Shira.
You get this overwhelming feeling that it's like that whatever that spirit is also it knew that they were trying to come for it. That's what it believes. Like they were going after the spirit that is within you, and it is angry about it as well. But there is much to know still. Are you going to join everyone on the ship once this is done?
Yeah.
And by that time, your transformation will have worn off, and the exhaustion will have set in. I think it's only 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 2 points of exhaustion. Yay.
So you see Sakura napping above deck, and it looks like a pretty good idea.
Yeah. I'm also just gonna fall over and take a sleep.
Jeez, I don't know what you hit there, but it sounds like maybe Elias hit his head on the way down. Like, yeah, but you are definitely asleep. I'll say that one. As yeah, it seems like everyone's on board, ready to fly. Jerry, are you going to take this thing up into
Yeah,
the?
I will.
Actually, can
So,
I? Sorry. Last thing, I'd like just to just weekly call to Z, just ask her to check if the box of rifles are still there.
You'll see a thumb pop up in a cloud of smoke, and just she will say yes, as it seems like everything is still there,
Okay, thank you.
and
I'll go
you
to
all yeah you take flight, and as some of you drift off to sleep, as the engines roar to life, and Jerry, you pick up to rise up through the forest and into the air, heading back towards Toto. We're going to go below deck where June has begun this ritual. And June, what are you trying to do as you begin this quest?
So I draw out just a basic ritual circle to help, I don't know, focus my chakra or something. So I'm going to be taking out the Necronomicon. I'm going to be placing it in front of me. She's going to meditate for a little bit to get her mind focused. She's going to focus on the parasite within her and figure out how, I guess, far along it is. Oh, okay. We're going into this place now. Oh shit. Yeah. So she. Damn, that's loud. Let me just turn down my browser volume.
Oh, has it got audio? I might be able to turn that down as well in Foundry. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So she's just gonna first try to figure out if the mind flare arm is due to the parasite gaining, I guess, a foothold in her body, or is it just why is the mind flare part of her now?
Okay. And as you go into that meditation and you start to do this ritual, you don't see what it looks like on the outside, but within your own mind, you've reached deeper and deeper into this darkness that is now growing within you, and you open your eyes to find yourself in a strange place, in this dreamlike landscape where the grid doesn't actually work, so you'll be able to move as fast as you want. But in the distance, where that's unfortunate that it has that, but you will see a confused looking woman, and you see a Kodo standing looking up at a giant obelisk in the middle of this room. You see that there are rocky caverns around you that seem to stretch at unnatural angles towards each other, and there is some sort of glowing liquid that you at first you sort of see it in the distance, and then you look down and you realize you are standing on the surface of this liquid, and you walk into this cavern, and you see that woman in the distance. What would you like to do?
She takes a deep breath and begins making her way towards this thing off in the distance, including Dakota.
You will see as you make your way closer and closer that on this obelisk there is writing, and it looks similar to that which you saw inside the Mind Flayer ship. It is deep speech that is carved into this, and you see it glowing, and almost the shapes changing as you are approaching, as they just glow all the way down and glow brighter and brighter as you approach. And you see her looking up at them with fear in her eyes and just confusion as she looks around and asks, what is this? What's going on?
As I walk behind her, I say, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. I walk up next to her and begin looking at the obelisk as well.
What did you do to me? Is this some sort of trick? And she's like, you can see she's confused, but like she's been in here for a little while already.
No trick at all. This is, I think, what's going on in my head or something. I'm not entirely sure either.
So who are you? Why am I in your head?
Well, honestly, I'm not entirely sure why you're here.
It was you, wasn't it? You did this to me? I saw you for just a second, and then... Or was it you? And you realize you are in your normal form and not the samurai form that she saw before at this point. And it's like she did recognize you at first, but now as she's looking at you, she's confused as to who you actually are.
Oh, don't worry. I have many faces as I take off the mask and I actually turn into her.
Gods, are you? And the creature, is that yours?
Which creature are you talking about?
She takes a few steps back and then points up towards the sort of top of the map as she says, "The sleeping one."
I've been trying to figure out where he ran off to. Huh. Well, I guess that is like under my control of some sort. But yes, he's more than likely my master. I'm not entirely sure how the relationships between him and I work.
So I will invite you all to zoom out a little bit as she walks up to the edge and is just looking into the surface of this water. As June, you see the creature that you saw up in the void and that you have seen chasing you just down there, and you can see its eyes are all closed, like it is asleep.
Yeah, I'm looking down at him. Soon he will awake. Hopefully under my control.
As you say that, you feel a pulse of energy come from the creature underneath as the water ripples around you. And it's like it heard you, but its eyes remain closed. Are you going to try and do anything in here? As you now feel that this power that is in front of you may be connected to the Necronomicon that is in front of you in the real world.
Yeah, Juno's gonna walk close to this obelisk, try and make sense of the lettering on it.
Okay, and as you are going through this, the words on the pages of the Necronomicon are going to light up just as they are lighting up on this obelisk. And in your meditation, you see them clearly and you begin to read. As I would like you to please, first of all, make an Arcana check, or what is actually, you've got the mechanics there. This will be the first of those checks.
Yeah, I'll quickly check for you now. I know it's a saving throw of some sort. So first is a wisdom saving throw. If I fail the saving throw, my wisdom score is reduced by 3. Yeah, and it returns at a rate normal. It returns to a normal rate at 1 point per day, so it's not permanent. But yeah, wisdom saving throw. Not great at them, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, that tracks. So that's
Okay.
a 9. It doesn't have a DC, unfortunately.
It is 14. It says, oh no, that's for the control undead. Huh. Sorry, bear with us for a second as we just try and figure out, I guess, shall I make it Cthulhu's DC?
That's entirely
So
up to you.
that would make sense, but also that would definitely be a fail. I mean, a 9 is not great either way.
So I'm assuming it's I can still attune to it even if I failed the saving throws. It's just my wisdom score gets reduced by 3 every time I fail wisdom. Every time I fail a saving throw.
Yeah, if you fail 3, then you are driven. Like I really hate this, but this is always game mechanics, that you are driven in completely insane and you are essentially catatonic and lost. So that's like your character's gone. But you can attempt this as many times as you like. You don't have to try and make them all in one go. But I think you do have to try and make them in succession.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first one is going to be a fail, and I'm going to use the Cthulhu stat block for the DC.
Cool. So that's my score to 15.
So yeah, that first one is going to be a failure. Sorry, I was getting that up, and yeah, DC is actually quite rough. So your wisdom score is reduced by 3. Can you add that to your sheet? Something does begin to happen.
Oh boy.
You'll hear a coda behind you going, I think it's awake.
Don't worry. He won't hurt you.
You hear the splash of the liquid as a hand rises up beside you and just puts its hand down next to the obelisk. As it slides it over to the obelisk, it like grabs this entire stone and just turns it as it turns the other side to face you, and you will see new writing appearing on that as you feel the glow from behind you now illuminating this obelisk as well. That's the first check. Are you going to try and do another?
Indeed, I am. I'll make the. So the next one is. Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. So the next one is an intelligence saving throw. I'm not great at intelligence saving throws, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah, see this. You start to get the idea of why people do this with like a bunch of cultists all chanting.
Yeah, but
But this time, yeah, you, as you're now sort of starting to understand what's going on, you read through this text, and you begin this chant yourself as you hear these deep speech words almost rising from the waters around you. As it transitions again.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Is it raining?
Yeah. Sorry. Is it?
Okay? No, I just thought it was static or something.
No. Sorry. Let me know if that is disruptive.
No, it's fine.
It is just rain.
I thought maybe on my end or something. Just making sure.
Yeah, at this point, June is heavily breathing. Her arms are starting to shake. She's doing all this.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. It's taking a while to load for me. So we'll get to the rest of you up top that are flying now. But you guys have broken through the clouds at this point. It is smooth sailing. Your naps are going really well. In fact, the two of you that are sleeping, Elias and Sakura, start having a fucking weird dream. It's like there is something. Both of you in these dreams, you see this dark portal that you remember from your time travel experience, and as your mind is going through all the things you experienced there, you're wandering through these dreams and through these caverns, and eventually you wander into this very same cavern where you hear these words and chanting coming from. And I will say that Elias and Sakura, you both walk into the scene as my foundry seems to be crashing. But you guys are there as well, and you see June busy chanting this as you approach from opposite sides of the room. What would you like to do?
she kind of just looks at June and this thing and is like, what the fuck? And then sees the lice and looks at him and just says, what the fuck? And hopes that he has an explanation because she doesn't know if June is currently capable of giving one.
I shrug, but my attention is mostly on Akoda.
Should I media swarm it?
I just look back like with wider eyes and another shrug like I really don't know.
Yeah, you see June's hand is currently reached up towards this obelisk. Her eyes are currently rolled back into her head.
Can I just run up and like slap her hand, like, you know how you would like I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, that is fucking loud.
I know.
Oh,
Nope.
Turn down your volume
Like-
and reduce it.
So for example, if like someone was reaching up to touch you and you don't know this person and they're just trying to touch your shoulder or something and you just like slap their hand, like slap, 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 get away from me. Can she do that to June's hand with the obelisk? Just slap it away, just slap, 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 slap. Just don't touch that. That's bad.
I mean, yeah, you see Sakura come hurtling around the corner and immediately just starts trying to slap you, even though you're not actually touching the.
Yeah, Jin kind of snaps out of it for a second and realizes what she's doing, but she's 3 wisdom points down, so she immediately takes Sakura by the front of her shirt and says, "What are you doing?"
This is bad. If you don't stop, I'm gonna meteor swarm this thing.
what are you doing? What is this?
Mika, you can
And Dakota just is looking at Elias in fear and confusion again, and she just points a finger at you, but doesn't say anything. As Cthulhu is currently like rising out of the water behind, and you just see this water streaming off of it, but she seems to be staring at you.
Yeah.
Look, I almost killed it before, I can almost kill it again. Except this time it's less powerful, so I will kill it. Don't
Yeah.
touch that.
Jin slowly releases your shirt and says, "You both shouldn't be here. Why are you 2 here?"
We were just, well, I don't know about him. I went to sleep. I thought I was napping. What are you doing here?
I also went to sleep.
Yeah, Jin looks towards the Cthulhu that's currently rising out of there and says, "Detain them, please, if you will."
Can I meteor swarm it immediately after she says that?
Yeah, you can absolutely try as you as you like see this creature lifting its hands up. You'll see tentacles start to rise out of the water all over the place, and yeah, Sakura, you instinctively just call for a meteor swarm and you begin casting the spell, and as you are doing it,
I'm gonna cast counterspell.
okay, yeah, and I'm going to say this counterspell automatically succeeds because you are inside the. I mean, you're still figuring out what this place is, but you are basically in June's dream, and she just like you see as you begin summoning these meteors, she just snuffs them out. What does it look like?
Counterspell?
You can try, but you notice this is automatically succeeding because of the space that you're in. It's not about like you realize now that this isn't like, have you ever been in a dream where you're like you can't pick anything up or you can't throw a punch or something? It's like this is a nightmare that you are in, that you cannot cast the spell. It's just not working, and it seems like it has taken June almost no effort to stop you. So yeah, you can try and cast a counter spell, but you are not even spending spell slots in this space.
I'll just
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
I'll just walk up to Jun and say, at least fucking tell me why she's here. I'll just point at Koda.
She goes, I'm asking the same thing. What the and she realizes that this thing has arrived and runs like towards you, but kind of stops halfway.
She's but a miscalculation. She's not
She's
supposed
dead.
to be here, just like you two. She's not supposed to be. But you're
I
all
feel like
three
you're
of you
not
are.
supposed to be here either. You know, you really shouldn't be making deals with Cthulhu. He's just not a nice person.
And what are you gonna do to stop me, Sakura? And she takes one step towards her.
Can Sakura try and wake herself up?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. I'll say, give me a wisdom saving throw to try and pull yourself out of this dream.
Okay.
With the 24, you suddenly just open your eyes as Sakura disappears in front of you, June, and Sakura, you wake up back on the ship.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go down to the room where June is in.
You don't know where June is right now. She went down there after you went straight to sleep as soon as you got up there. So you look around the deck and you notice that June is not there. But we will, at this point, I'm actually going to move us upstairs. And as that's loading, though, I would like to know, June and Elias, what your reactions are as you see Sakura just disappear.
Well,
Would I have realized like what happened with Sakura trying to do her spell?
Well, it looked like, I mean, as far as you know from magic, like it's not exactly your specialty, but you saw June counterspell a meteor swarm. That was obviously apparent, but you're not sure. Like June just seemed to intimidate Sakura, and she disappeared. So you don't know either Sakura left of her own accord or June just disintegrated her. It's hard to tell.
and Jin looks to Elias. Now, I have some limited time to do this, in Elias, so are you going to try to stop me?
Am I gonna try and stop you in your little fucking world here with your big boy? What do you think?
I'm just going to cast silence on him and then continue attuning to the Necronomicon.
Can Sakura like hurriedly try and find her in the real world? Just ask everyone. Just
Can I? Sorry, just quickly, while we're just like in Dream World, can I just try and like tap Akodo, see if I can actually interact with her?
Yeah, you can interact with her, but you are under the effect of a silence spell, so you would be able to use like basic thieves can to speak, which is kind of like sign language. But Sakura, you can give me an investigation check as you start searching the ship. But yeah, you could try and basically interact with her. Sorry, my maps doesn't seem to be loading. Can you guys see the map?
Yeah. If
Of
you
the airship.
if
in
it's
the
the
air,
airship, yes.
Okay, yeah, mine. I'm just gonna have to reload because I've just got a black screen. So, but yeah, that's June. If you can make yourself invisible. But Sakura's looking around. What are you gonna try and say to Akodo?
Oh no, I just wanted to tap it just to see if I can interact with her at all. Not exactly to get her attention.
Oh yeah, she seems like physically real, but as you're not sure, this you can tell that you're dreaming at this point. It feels like you're in a lucid dream, and she's right there, and you start to question if maybe that's because you just cremated her. Like she's obviously on your mind, but she seems confused as well.
Well, I'll try to ask in Thieves' Cant. What do you remember before you came here?
She signs back, "We attacked you. I saw her. and then I woke up here. I think I'm dreaming, she continues and says, but I cannot wake up.
I just sort of like I'm just looking at her completely neutrally, but only with the slightest hint of sympathy and like, oh no.
She signs back, what happened? Please help me.
You're dead.
She just shakes her head, like in sort of disbelief, but as if she didn't understand you, and like it can't be.
I killed you and you're dead, but I wouldn't have wanted this.
You see her sort of slump to the ground. As you guys are, well, June, you overhear this. Are you going to go back to your rituals as they're having this like conversation in sign language?
As far as I'm concerned now, I have to attune to this thing now. I have a time limit because now Sakura is awake, so June is fully focused on tuning to the Necronomicon at this point.
Okay, so I'm still loading back in. Sakura, what did you get on your investigation?
33.
Was that a crit?
No.
Okay, then June, I'm
Well,
gonna.
there's only
So as you are searching the ship, you'll like run past Jerry, who's busy flying. Jerry, what are you doing as she comes barging in looking for June?
I continue piloting. I don't know what's going on with her.
All right. As Sakura's going all over the ship, Estrella, what are you doing as she comes looking around you?
Well, probably sitting and reading a book. Very in. Like looking at like, oh, what searching?
June. She's attuning to something and it's bad.
Search, find them. I just not wish to locate.
Does she still have a present simulacrum? I'm sure she made another.
No, you lost those ones in the void.
Okay. Gonna do something that might be a little bit. She's going to use her wish to cast simulacrum. That simulacrum will have a wish slot, and that simulacrum is going to wish that the Necronomicon be destroyed out of existence. And thus, June cannot attune to it and make friends with Cthulhu.
Okay, the wishing to cast simulacrum would create a simulacrum without a wish.
I have two 9th level spell slots though.
Oh, holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
At 17th? Wow. Okay.
wait,
That's what the
that's a
first
boon.
simulacrum wished for. An extra 9th level, so that because that was her whole plan, so that she could.
Oh no. You didn't get a permanent extra 9th level spell slot. You all got every version of Sakura in the void received an extra 9th level spell that they could spend. That it was just one. The way you worded that one corrupted all the other simulacrum, and that's why they were the big tree folk, was because of the wording of your wish spell. So you didn't get an extra like 9th level spell. Sorry if I didn't make that clear, but yeah, see, I didn't understand that's even what you were wishing for, which is kind of the thing with the wish. You've got to.
You never get the thing you
You've got to
want
be
on your
pretty
wish list.
specific, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to word my wish better next time. She'll just keep looking.
Yeah, so then we'll okay, yeah, don't worry about spending your 9th level spell. That geez, for a second there I was like, that means you've got infinite everything so easily. But no, you got to make the clones first. And but as you were searching, you do manage to find June downstairs, as there's only so many places you can look on the ship, and you end up going downstairs just as you see like full on Scarlet Witch style, like June is sitting just floating in the middle of the room with the Necronomicon around her, and you can see out of all of the shadows down here in the ship, there are massive tendrils creating like a forest of vines for you to get through to actually get to her. But you can see her as these things are moving around as though it's underwater. And at this point, June, I would like you to please make that charisma save as Sakura rushes into the room just as you are like getting to the end of this attunement.
A
23.
quick question. Would if you cast something that would muddle someone's thoughts, would that muddle their dreams as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, those are your unconscious thoughts, I suppose. So, are you going to try and do something as you find her?
Oh, why does it have to be an intelligence saving throw?
Because Sakura's smart and she knows you're just not intelligent.
But let's see. You got better than that on your last one, so let's.
Yeah, but now all the luck is in that, so I'm not going to roll well on this. Oh, so
Nope.
close.
So
Sakura,
your
why are you
thought,
trying to fuck this up for me?
you take 30 psychic damage. I think you're resistant to that though, unfortunately.
Yep. What do you mean, unfortunately?
And
kind of a dick.
you have muddled thoughts for a minute. During this time, you roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Okay, so as you are trying to complete this attunement and you are reading this final passage, the room around you just begins to like almost crumble as you see the rocks from above just beginning to fall all around you as Sakura has found you and cast a spell. We're going to go here back to that map. As this is happening, I would like you to make that, basically remake that save with as though it had disadvantage.
Alright.
Are you on that?
Oh, it's on your 20 though.
Okay, so with this final save, as the rocks begin to fall, you will see Cthulhu just start getting pulled back down into the water, and you'll just see the eyes flashing as it reaches out for you, and the obelisk in front of you begins to crumble. And I've fucked up this map, so as you wake up back on the ship, you will clatter back down to the ground, and you will feel this connection with. Oh fuck! I went to.
June, do you have?
My bad.
Are you a 10th level in Warlock?
Yeah, I am. I just remembered Thought Shield as well. So,
Oh, what does that mean?
I have something called Thought Shield. Your thoughts can't be read by telepathy or other means unless you allow it. You also have resistance to psychic damage, and whenever a creature deals psychic damage to you, that creature takes the same amount of damage that you do.
Okay, so Sakura, as you cast the spell, you will also take that 30 points of psychic damage as you see all of those tendrils that were filling the room just almost explode outwards, and you get blasted backwards into the metal as there is this pulse of energy that explodes. The entire ship is rocked. Jerry, you see some lights blinking as everything like something goes wrong below deck, and as you wake up there, June, you will see the Necronomicon is the only thing still floating, and it'll float down and close itself and just land on your chest as you are lying prone on the deck. And on the opposite side of this underdeck, so is Sakura lying there prone and just getting up from that down.
Yeah,
question.
Jin isn't in focus on Sakura right now. She's gonna immediately take the Necronomicon, flip through it, do something to check if she actually attuned to it.
Sakura stops you by doing a thing. What's it called? Momentary stasis. As an action, you can force a large or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Unless the saving throw is a success, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of your next turn, or until the creature takes any damage. While encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Also, she tries to freeze you there in time and space, make that concept.
Yeah, Sakura, you're really trying to fuck me over here, aren't you?
I'm sorry, but like that's an evil thing. You failed.
That's funny.
So as you freeze in place there, the book open in front of you as you were just trying to connect with it, you will see that as your body freezes and your eyes are just frozen solid looking down at it, the papers, the pages continue to flip as though they are just like it is magically just flipping them, and you see flashes of images on these pages as they're going past, and you do feel a connection to this, but Sakura has frozen you here. What are you trying to do, Sakura?
Can Sakura go and actually just mage hand to take the book away?
Okay, you casting mage hand and grabbing onto the book.
Yeah, except it's just telekinesis.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please. You hear a voice in your head as you grab hold of this, and you just hear these hissing, like 1,000 voices all at once saying, "We've taken you once, we'll do it again." And you push it back as you kind of instinctively let go of the book. But just as you made a connection there, you heard them and they tried to enter your mind. So you weren't able to move the book, but you can try again if you want. You now know that it creates a connection between you and that book. Even without physically touching it, your arcane connection is enough.
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay, another wisdom saving. Oh, just enough. As you hear it again, you just hear these voices screaming, "No, no, no!" As you pull the book away from June, and it is like hard to pull. It feels heavy. As you are using your mind, you will feel that presence creeping in, but you're able to hold it at bay for now.
Okay, so she has the book.
Yeah, you have it in your mage hand in front of you, and June is sort of frozen, like death stare, frozen into it.
Pretty much, yeah. If looks could kill Sakura, would be dead right now.
And then I think she would like to use the orrery to go into her demi-plane with the book.
Yeah, how long is she in stasis?
Until the end of my turn. But I can always do it again.
Yeah, so
More time.
it'll be at the end of your turn will be when you manage to get the mage hand back to you. So opening your demi-plane would be on the following turn. So if it ends at the end of your turn, then June, you would come back just as Sakura is trying to open that demi-plane, and you would get a turn as well. What would you like to do?
Do I have any bonus actions?
What is gonna work on Sakura? Sakura. Why you have to fuck up my plans? Give me
Because I don't want you to eat the sun.
Listen, yeah, your character was the bad guy when we're in the future. So check yourself. before you wreck yourself.
Pretty sure both of you are the bad guy, but what do I
She
know?
was the.
I'm dead.
You know what? I still have my stars floating around me. It hasn't been an hour, right, since the last combat, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been a full hour yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you really pissed off June, so she's gonna let out
Wait.
some what?
Can save and maintain. Synaptic shock.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I have advantage on.
but you don't.
Well, it will just be a normal roll then.
Yeah.
Oh, mother fluffer. Okay. I don't have. Wait. No. Crown of Stars is not a concentration, so that's all good. It's just still around me. So yeah,
Just for relevance sake, what do you get that from again?
what?
The Crown of Stars?
It's my 7th level pack magic. It's a non-concentration. It's my mystical arcanum 7th level.
Oh, it's just not a concentration spell.
Yeah, it's just not concentration.
Cool.
Period. So yeah, unfortunately, Sakura, I'm gonna let out a full Eldritch Blast on you, and plus a star coming your way.
You minus a d6 from every attack.
Well, this is just what she's doing as a reaction, so I'm just gonna use that. So minus a d6, right?
Mm.
Okay. So minus a d6. So only minus a 1.
25.
25 still hits, right?
And a quick question. If your psychic thing says takes the same damage as you do, would I not take 15 instead of 30 because you took 15, not 30?
So I think how resistance works is you take the damage, but it's only when you take the damage, it's just reduced. I don't know how to. How does what does the rule
So,
do
as far as I understand that rule, it's bouncing back the spell, so it's hitting. It's basically the damage is hitting you as well. Though that is a good point. I'm going to say that you took the full spell damage, but we can find an exception to the rule out of game. But for now, I'm going to rule that you did take the 30.
Yeah. All right. Next Eldritch Blast shot. Nope, that misses. Next one.
D6.
Oy.
So 27, 21 will not hit with my shield.
All right. This is my fourth shot. I get 28 minus a d6.
24.
Does that hit?
Just
Just hits, all right. 14 points of damage. And then last but not least, my star is coming your way. It's taking its time to roll though.
hit.
Point
hit.
Pointed, yeah, that's 16 only. Do I have anything else? No, I think that's all I got, unfortunately. How much HP are you on? 5 HP. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to give everyone above deck a chance as you hear the fight breaking out below deck. Is anyone else going to try and get involved in this? As Elias, you are also woken as the dream ends.
Oh, if I'm awake, fuck yes, I am.
So you guys hear stuff going off downstairs. It will take you some time to get there unless you are.
I would have made my way for the second I got awake. So
yeah, fair enough. I'll say you can. Yeah, you'd be able to get basically to the staircase that leads down into that section where Sakura is at the bottom, and it's just taken this barrage of hits as you sort of arrive at the top. But before you do anything, Estrella and Jerry, are you guys going to get involved?
Yeah, I'll just yell to Australia to go check it out because I don't know how steady the ship feels with all of the fighting going down there. So I'll have to
Yeah,
keep
this would be right after that big rock came. Like the lights are still sort of going off on the deck. You're still managing to. Actually, you can give me a just a straight whatever check. Make it
I always
athletics. I
will
don't care.
survive. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Survival. Is that what it usually?
yeah, we always do
Okay.
survival.
Yeah, let's do survival then. So, yeah, not athletics, because then why even bother asking?
Yeah. 17.
Okay, yeah, you. It is taking some concentration to maintain control, but you are definitely able to, as you also see some birds in the clouds now, and you're wondering what the fuck is going on out there. Is Australia? Are you going to do anything?
Well. Just let them fight it out. Just they are having fun. Whatever they
Oh, fuck you.
are like about. Just what they are like doing well. Let them do it. If it's not like they kill each other.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So Australia, assuming this is a sparring session, keeps reading your book, and Elias, you're at the top of the stairs. What do you do?
Would I have heard Jerry calling for Australia to come down?
Yeah, you hear that just after you've gone down.
And would I have heard Australia's response?
Sort of muffled above the deck, but there's
I
more
get the idea.
pressing things right in front of you. It would, but yeah, she's saying that audibly.
Well, I whistle just like, Australia, come down right fucking now.
Okay. Just going up and just keep reading the book. Just walking down while keep reading it. Focusing mainly on that.
Oh, fuck you. Okay,
Okay.
so I see June.
Yeah, and I'll say that was your bonus action to call Australia back, but you can
Oh,
see
shucks.
June at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, June.
Elias?
Do you feel lucky?
Doesn't matter, she's gone. Jin begins standing up, patting the dust off.
Huh.
DM?
Yeah.
I've been to that demi-plane that Sakura is in right now. I've been
No,
there.
it's my orrery.
Yeah, well, it's a demi-plane within your aura or whatever, right? I've been there before.
Yeah.
Can I try mist walk?
Ooh. Yeah, I will say yes, but I will also say that Elias has pulled his Clint Eastwood card. So, as you will be able to absolutely attempt that, as Sakura opens the demi-plane and is disappearing, you start stepping into the mist to try and chase her. But Elias, you've got one chance here as they're both disappearing. What are you going
Let's see how lucky we feel.
I'm going to intrepid ward that, try to give you disadvantage.
Does it work?
Well, you have to roll a disadvantage. That's all it does.
Okay. I'll just make another normal roll. Are you sure?
So that's a hit.
Wow. Okay, well, it just gives you disadvantage. So
Yeah, it's the
it'll just
normal
be
normal
normal.
count.
You're really lucky.
Because it's not gonna let Because it got rid of the other one, I'm just going to roll again and hope it doesn't.
You should
Otherwise, it'll
still
use
get the
crit
prompt.
damage.
You should get the prompt too.
It should ask you to roll critical or normal. That's how it usually does.
Okay. Ah, well, it still rolled crit. But did it? I don't know.
It rolled one
No,
die.
that's normal. That was only one.
Okay. Let's see. Ah,
Count?
that's fucking shit. You're probably
Oh.
immune to being charmed, aren't you?
Probably am. Let me
Yeah.
check.
Are you?
I'm not. No, I'm not. Actually.
Yeah, that's a pretty difficult thing to get.
Alright, well, make a DC 15 con save.
Oh god.
Ah.
Oh.
Yes. Now the nat 20s come. No, this is not the time. Just give me a good roll. Give me the nat 20
That
when I go
was-
fight Sakura.
That was a moment, though. That was pretty close. You nearly. He gets you with the bolt as you're trying to step into the mist, and it hits you, and you feel that it trying to take effect, but you manage to resist.
Wait,
As
what would it have done?
It would have charmed June.
So she wouldn't have come through into the demi-plane.
Well,
Yeah, that
I
would
would
have-
have told her to stay.
yeah, she would have fallen under Elias's spell, but as you have made it through that, that's all you can do with an action, right?
Yeah, and I'll just. Well, you're lucky after all.
Should I be mean and make you re-roll?
You are casting a spell, and you have disappeared to the demi-plane. That's why June is trying to chase you. So you are
Yeah,
no
yeah.
longer there, and the spells that were affecting June before are no longer affecting because you have successfully cast your spell, Sakura, and you are in the demi-plane with the Necronomicon.
Yes, Sakura. Fuck off, Sakura.
You are there, and I will put your token down. I hope everyone else is still here.
Oh, look! Even the one that stole the spaceship is
What
there.
is not there? Oh, actually, yeah. I mean, you rush in here, Sakura, as you are inside the sort of clock tower. But I assume you're going to try and go outside.
I actually need to figure out how a demi-plane works, because I know that every time you do it, you can make another room or something like that.
Yeah, you can basically this tower is yours to control. You can add rooms in it as you see fit, but that will also require some communication with your DM. So you can either go here into the main clock tower, or because from here you can go through any one of the doors, and that's kind of like a room of requirement type thing. But you know which one leads out to where the dog dragon is.
Actually, yeah, she'll go out to the one where Gulong is.
Okay, cool. I will load up that map then. That's the one I was looking for.
Hypothetically, what would happen if a dragon ate the Necronomicon?
Oh! It would get 8.
Yeah,
I-
indigestion maybe. I don't know.
I gotta get creative with my solutions right now.
Good is what I'm gonna just say.
How do I select this fucking Pegasus?
Man, now we know where the Pegasus goes when I don't call it.
Yeah, quite literally. This is where everyone hangs out. There's even a cloud. As you run up here, Sakura, you see a little cloud float up into your face, and it gives you a fright for a moment. But this golden cloud seems so happy to see you, and like you haven't called it forever.
Last time I tried to call it, you said it didn't come, and so I thought it ran away from me forever.
I think you were like under.
Okay, nice to know my cloud is still here. I'm gonna summon it when I get back. She'll start off by giving a quick bow and ohayo gozaimasu to Gulong. Even in a rush, you need to be polite. And then she'll proceed to ask, to tell him, look, I have this thing, and it's very evil, and I need somewhere to put it where no one can get to it, or somewhere where I can get rid of it. Is there any such place that I can get to within, say, 5 seconds?
In Draconic, he will respond that this place is safe, but at this point, you will see the clouds at the other end, like right down by the tail on that island. The clouds part as June steps through onto it, and just like having just taken a crossbow bolt, as she breaks the bolt away. June, what do we see as you see Sakura on the other end?
Yeah, very much. She lands, 3-point landing, gets up, breaks the bolt off her chest, tosses it down, and she just shouts, "Sakura, this is your last chance. Do not stop me."
Say that, but she kinda could kill you. Oh, Mika!
As soon as I see her hesitating, I Eldritch Blast and send a star going her way.
Okay, as you try and attack her, the dragon is going to move and is going to use a bark attack with. I mean, you can absolutely send that star, but it is going to let out the thunderous bark and try and actually deflect it. As I need you to please make a con saving throw as it tries to deflect it. If you can make it, you'll be able to get through this bark, basically.
Fuck you, dice gods! Fuck you so much!
So you see this massive head of the dragon just like let out this thunderous bark that deflects the star into this like part of the temple, which is like this Torii gate that sort of explodes part of it. But that attack is going to miss. And at this point, if you guys are going to continue fighting, I'm going to ask you to actually roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
It's probably not going to last very long, but it's just the two of you here. Everyone else on deck has seen these two have disappeared and the fighting is over. Elias, you would have seen that downstairs, that they've both disappeared. What are you going to say to the others or do as you see them go?
Oh, well, look, Elias, there's nothing here. Maybe just went for.
You have no idea the self-restraint it's taking not to fucking stab you. Like, I genuinely mean this. I want to fucking shoot you so badly. But fuck you. I'll say to everyone else on deck, June is trying to do something very fucky wucky with a apparently very powerful book. And I feel like it might have a little something to do with a great big god. Not necessarily for our plight.
And as you are passing over this information, we will get into the combat as I try and find out how to roll initiative for this. But Sakura, you're up first. You've just seen this star get deflected. What are you going to do?
think we're gonna cast Maze. I think it's an intelligence save again. Is it? Nope, is it? Nope. You just banish a creature that you can see within range into a labyrinthine demi-plane. The target remains there for the duration or until it escapes the maze. The target can use its action to attempt to escape. When it does so, it makes a DC 20 intelligence check. If it succeeds, it escapes and the spell ends. And when it ends, you reappear in the space you left. So you're in a maze now.
First, I have to make an intelligence save, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, it doesn't actually say that you make an initial save.
No, there has to be a save. You can't just yeet someone into a demi-plane with no save post the spell.
Oh, seems like she's right.
That is a fucked up spell. I'm just gonna say that now.
It's a level 8 spell.
No save.
You can on your turn use your action to attempt to save.
Okay,
There's no
so
initial save.
as Jude, as you're standing there, you've just walked out of the clouds. You will see Sakura. You know that you are in her demi-plane, and she's got control over this place, much like you had control in the Nightmare Realm. And she just extends a hand as these clouds wrap in around you and pull you into one of the other rooms in her demi-plane. As Sakura, you create a maze, which, God damn it, we split over so many maps now. What does your maze look like? Is it like natural, or is it like stairs, or what?
I'm just imagining the one, the Fucky Wucky Demon Plane and Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I guess a kind of an old Japanese village, except lots of sakura trees. It's very strange. I kind of like the idea of stairs that like you walk on them, but then suddenly you're upside down and you walk on them a
The
bit more and suddenly
infinite
they vibrate.
staircase.
So-
Yeah.
To describe.
So the Fucky Wucky maze from Demon Slayer.
Or the same place your mother once trapped you. As we go to your turn, June, you wake up within this maze. I hope your tokens aren't still here, but probably.
Yeah.
Okay, but you wake up in here, there's no one else around you, and you're trapped in a stair maze. There is no way out this time. You seem to be under a spell. And are you guys seeing him?
I only
See a
see
lot of
darkness.
tokens.
Yeah.
I don't actually see a map though. It's just kind of blank.
Hmm.
tokens.
Tokens, but not the map.
Yeah, it seems broken for me. Yeah, this is what happens when you have. Okay, never mind. Fuck your spells.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, I
play to
agree.
the
Fuck your
narrative.
spells in particular.
Fuck both of your spells.
You know what? Actually, screw you. You said a Japanese maze. That's where we go. If anyone points out this looks more Greek than Japanese, I'll kill your character.
June, quickly. Do it. That's one way to escape it.
Yeah. Okay, June, you wake up standing in front of a statue of some random dude. You don't know where the fuck you are. It is your turn, but I'm not even going to keep it in initiative. For this moment, you're basically stuck in here, and you can make a save to try and get out, or you can try and break it by getting off the map. What did you like to do?
I can only make a DC 20 intelligence check. Great. Not even a saving throw. I am fucking out of ideas because fuck Sakura spells. This is fucking bullshit.
Don't fuck with the wizard.
Yeah, trying to outcast the wizard.
Mm.
And it doesn't
Listen, you, she's on 5 fucking hit points, okay? I mean,
Skill issue.
I would say, I would try use my mist walk, but I doubt it's gonna work in this.
Power
spell
word kill.
because I don't have power word kill.
Teleport.
But you should
Wait.
have milk.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of artistic liberty, but since I have the opposite element to Sakura, can I use that power to destroy this maze? And
That's
go
not
for
I
bad.
will
full-
say, with your powers of like the Mistwalker stuff and all of the Void stuff, that you guys are connected in a way that to sort of counter each other. I will give you advantage on that intelligence check, but that is how it will be represented, and then we'll see how far into the maze you are able to get and to escape.
You know what? Fuck it, better than nothing. I'm really scratching at the bottom of the barrel here because I would have thrown her into the fucking hell plane, but guess what?
Another nat 20.
Oh.
An 18 is not enough, so you remain trapped inside here. I'll let you actually you wander around a bit, try to find your way out.
I don't actually see a map. It's currently just blank for me. I see the tokens, but that's all I see right now.
Well,
Just
give it a
use
quick
that map.
refresh because you are actually in a maze. So, Sakura, as you have cast the spell and banished June away, we go back to you. What are you doing? As the spell seems to have worked, and you are holding June at bay.
She asks Gulong where the book would go if she just dropped it down off the side of the islands.
Whoa, I don't even know what we're above right now. Clouds are a bit heavy. But you would know that it would fall down to the planet, that you are somewhere high up in the sky.
Okay.
Or it could be an endless sky. You haven't explored that here. You know you're on a demi-plane. So, but by what Gulong says, you imagine it would fall down to the ground. That could be anywhere.
I'm assuming she doesn't know how to destroy the Necronomicon.
No, destroying magic items is quite a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, the whole dying star thing. She doesn't know that.
So mad beyond comprehension right now.
I'll say you can make an Arcana check to see what you can tell as you're looking over this book with your turn, and then we'll go back to June. But what are you doing in this moment?
I think she's actually going to try and find a room to lock and secure it in.
Okay, are you going to try and create a new room in your demi-plane for a vault?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say you begin doing that as we go to the next turn with June. You are trapped in this maze still. Yeah, I'll say you've started to make your way out. I'll put you along a little bit. Hopefully, you can join the maps.
It's just this map that hasn't loaded. All the other ones loaded. This one's just blank. I don't know why.
It's actually perfect considering the maze spell.
Well, no,
Also,
you should be able to see. Is it? Can you see your token?
I can see my token. I can see all the tokens and stuff. It's just the map is blank. I don't know why.
But there should only be your token. I think you might be on the wrong.
I'm on,
You're all on the wrong map. I thought I moved us to this one. So no, June, you should be over there. Fuck, that was my bad. It's because the freaking navigation thing keeps messing up.
Time to go running through the maze.
Okay, and you can make another intelligence check to try and get out of here.
Yeah.
As you have accurately made all the same predictions as the last turn would have given you.
Yeah. Do I still have advantage on the check or just normal?
Yeah, you'll have advantage on these because of your missed walker.
24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have 24 intelligence?
No, it's because I'm a bard.
Uh,
My bard level's coming in. Well, I think I would have still made the check without the bard levels.
Yeah. So I'll say you managed to get. Let's see. Where's the maze level?
I mean, it just at above 20, I just get out the maze, don't I?
Yeah. Just. Okay. So how do you get out of this maze? Flavor it for me.
Yeah. So after running in that circle and then only finding the right place, I'm just like, fuck this, and then I turn to mist and just go through all the walls and just make it right through like that.
Exactly. Nice. All right. So with that, Sakura, as you are trying to create this vault, and you have done so. June, you reappear, and you, I assume, are trying to give chase.
Oh, most definitely.
So you've got your turn, but she's gone back into the other room. So
I'm on my bird. I'd have it with me. I'd be going 50 feet per my movement.
okay, so then we are going to go.
This is one of the biggest cat and mouse chases I've ever been in. Holy shit.
Okay, 1 second. Not now, Foundry, damn you.
Yeah.
What are you guys on the airship busy doing at this point? Anything interesting?
Let's see. Let's see. Eliza said that they just vanished. Now,
Lorifax wanted a book.
no, he didn't. He wanted the gym. So,
Lorifax wanted a book.
any idea where they vanished to?
Hang on.
Joe's just flying the airship
Perfect.
while the kids are
I
fighting.
can see boom.
Okay, so Sakura, you have managed to create a demi-plane, and we're not going to actually roll the initiative. We'll just go back and forth. But you have managed to create this vault, and you have just managed to put the Necronomicon inside this chest in the middle of the room. When you hear your spell fade, you like feel it fade, and June appears at the end of the room. What are you going to do?
It's just like an aura of darkness around June. She is mad right now.
Issue is that if she lets June have another turn, she's gonna die. And she knows she can kill June, well, get her down, but it would mean killing her with a 9th level disintegrate, because that's probably the highest damage thing she has at the moment. But that would mean killing June. So it's like a big conundrum. You know, it doesn't help that you're like egging me on in private messages to do it.
Do it. It's just, you just kill another one of my characters, and you just have that on your conscience.
Man, I was about to rename the title to like Sakura killed another of Matt's characters.
She is a mind flayer.
Yeah, please don't go at each other in private messages. keep it in the main chat. But yeah, Sakura, this is, I mean, you've put the book in a lockbox at the moment, but this is the two of you have had these opposite forces displayed, and you've seen what it becomes. So what are you going to do?
Mm, You can't use Wish to cast another 9th level spell. Mm.
Yeah, I'm counting down.
She'll look at Jun and say, I don't want to do this, but if you move to attack me, I will. And she readies a 9th level disintegrate.
June, what do you do? At this point, you guys can take over this yourselves. You know how it goes.
Just leave the Necronomicon be. You don't need it. It's not worth the trouble.
Sakura, you're in my way. Please don't make me do this. Really, really don't want to do this. I'm not like future Sakura. We've already discussed this. The future of June. We've already discussed this. I'm not gonna be that.
But at the same time, you lied about being a mind flayer. I've been trying to hold it back and come to terms with it, but your kind killed me, and you just lied to my face about what you were, who you were for how long. I can't say I trust you anymore after that.
I wasn't one of them originally. Turned into one of them. But I have control over it. I left a long time ago.
Why do you want this Necronomicon so badly?
You see her hand clench. I don't know why I want it. I just need it. Okay? I don't need to give a reason. I just need it.
You don't need it.
And why don't I need it, Sakura?
Because why would you need it? Why would you need something inherently evil? So evil that you can just feel its aura.
Because I'm powerful enough to control it.
If you're powerful enough, why do you need more power?
Why do you need more power?
I do not seek more power.
And the simulacrums? The clones you've made?
How is that your business if this is not my business?
Well, you just sound like a hypocrite to me, Sakura. And June takes
Well,
one.
June, with those simulacrums, if I had one at the moment, I could just wish for this book to not exist. Every time something
Wish,
evil comes our way, I could just wish, and it wouldn't.
And what are you to determine things that are evil?
June, come on, it's the Necronomicon. I'm not stupid.
Takes another step forward. So, you determine that that's evil?
It's widely known that it is. Look at it, it's made of human flesh.
That anything can be evil, Sakura. It's just a matter of perspective.
What makes this not evil? What makes you summoning Cthulhu and ending up destroying the world not evil?
Because I don't aim to destroy the world, Sakura.
She'll be taking steps back as you step forward. Well, I can't actually see the map. It's just like, oh, there we go. I can see the map. Nice.
Yeah, sorry, that was framed so nicely the whole time, but the camera wasn't working. Yeah.
Either way, Sakura, you're just delaying the inevitable. You're not gonna stop me. I will have it.
Dude, I really don't want to kill another one of your characters.
To you. I'm gonna ready an action as soon as she tries to cast something. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
No. My ready action was as soon as you tried to cast something on me, I was gonna cast my integrate.
Yeah, it's been much longer than 6 seconds. So
Okay.
if at this point it's like either use that now or you're losing that spell slot.
Make your choice, Sakura. Make sure you earn that choice. I'm an easy target. She opens her arms out. Do you really want to do it? Do you really, really want to do it?
I don't, but are you giving me much of a choice?
There's always a choice.
And then there's always a choice to not take this Necronomicon.
We're going in circles here, Sakura. Either shoot me or don't.
Okay, we're going to need a decision as we come to the end of the session. Are you going to unleash that thing, that spell that you're holding, or are you letting it go, Sakura?
So many hypotheticals. If I let it go, well, if I let it go, she dies. If I don't, she could attack me.
Can you put like a timer on? Because I feel like if she's thinking so hard about this, she's going to lose the spell anyway.
Yeah, no, this is why I'm saying this now, because you can only hold it for so long, so it's about to dissipate. The June is saying don't fire. Her reaction will only go off if you unleash that bolt. So you can put your hands up now, and neither of you fires, or you both fire in one shot. That's the dilemma. It's a like Mexican standoff kind of thing. But this is the moment you need to decide right now, as June is ready to retaliate. But you could end this right now, or let this calm down.
She won't shoot.
Okay,
I hope
June.
that's a mistake.
June, you see her release the spell. What are you going to?
Yeah, Jin, let's go over a held breath. And then use an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll for attack. As these eldritch blasts come towards you, are you going to use a reaction, Sakura?
See what reactions I have.
Counter spell.
Like for a shield or yeah. That's fine.
I could counterspell. actually, if this is a different plane, then and the spells I had on her didn't come with her through, then her crown of stars didn't come through either, right?
No, that's on her. But at this point, it's the Eldritch Blast that you need to worry about first.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you-
Well,
Okay, June.
Here comes the crown of stars.
Oh, you. So the counterspell is succeeding.
Yeah, well, it's cantrip, so I'm assuming it does.
Yeah, but I mean, you might also have a reaction. So I'm just.
Oh yeah, I can also counterspell the counterspell. What level
So-
are you counterspelling, Sakura?
probably just third.
Okay, I'll do a 5th level.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to ask. We're going to put this down to a roll as there's a full-on clash. This full-on Harry Potter battle right now. I'd like Sakura. You can make that counterspell check to try and. Oh, does it work like that? No.
So no, it's I'm
No, it
doing
doesn't.
a 5th level counterspell to her 3rd level, so just a more automatic counterspell
Yeah.
to her counterspell.
So, yeah. So that these are going to, as this magic goes back and forth, you can make your attacks with the Eldritch Blast. As yeah, I will say, Sakura, if you want to use one of your rewrites to change a different spell, to pick a different spell slot, I will allow it. But you have to decide in like 3 seconds.
Let me see what tools I have.
Two,
No.
two, one.
Yeah. So
Okay, come on.
yes, sorry, that you got to be on it. So it was a yes or no. Roll your attacks. June. First one's a
On
miss.
on that first one, you can see she doesn't want to do this, but
It's just back and forth. You cancel that one out, Sakura, as you guys are just blasting and you're defending. June's on the attack.
she
17
does
misses as
Nope, miss.
probability be damned.
Hits.
Wait, 19 hits?
Mm.
Yeah, she hit the counter spell instead of the shield, and with that,
9 points damage.
Sakura, you take 9 points of damage, and you are knocked out. Oh, not dead. Don't worry.
She's unconscious, yeah.
You've still got Eldritch Blasts, so I will leave you this opportunity to fire that last one, and you've still got the thing if you're
Yeah,
trying to outright kill it.
But the last one, as soon as I see that that 3rd one hits, the 4th one coming out, I immediately make it bear to the left, so it misses her.
Nice. All right. As that one blasts part of the like a chunk in the wall, you see Sakura just knocked out, slumped back against the podium, and the box behind her is revealed that contains the Necronomicon. What are you going to do, June, as we wrap up the session?
She's gonna slowly walk up the stairs. She's gonna look down to Sakura, and realizing she's probably making death saves now, so June's gonna go down and stabilize her, so she's down but not out.
Well, you can make a medicine check for me, and we'll see if you're able to get this right in time. And you are stable, Sakura. You are not dying, but you are unconscious. And June, you kind of managed to walk up there as the box is sitting in front of you. Are you going to try and take the book?
Yeah, most definitely.
It is locked, and I don't want to keep the session going for too long, but I would like you to give me a check with however you would like to try and unlock this.
Can
don't know
it be
what
like
kind of
a
skills you.
puzzle box kind of thing? Like, hi, hi. Sorry, my kitten just woke up.
Aw.
I thought the box was saying hi. Sorry, what?
The box is protected by a kitten. You have to kill a kitten to get into the box.
Yeah, that was adorable.
Like, would you really be willing to kill this baby? Or just is that? Yeah, this is my baby.
Right after
Look at
Dia
that
says, don't want to keep this going for much longer.
Yeah, jeez, Sakura,
Sakura,
can you
focus.
just? We'll look at your cat in a second. Can we just, June? What are you doing? Are you trying to get into this box?
Yes, I am trying to get into this box, but Sakura is saying something.
Can it be like a puzzle box? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's the box we see on the screen right now. June, what are you doing to unlock it?
June puts her hand on the box, picks her hand back up, clenches it in a fist, and looks down towards Sakura. She's gonna do something. She looks down to Sakura and puts her hand on her chest and uses her create thrall warlock feature. So basically, you can use your action to touch an incapacitated humanoid, and it is then charmed by you until a remove curse spell is cast on it. The charm condition is removed from it, or use this feature again. So she's she's a thrall now.
Holy shit! No save.
No save. It's
So-
she's unconscious.
Sakura, immune to charm.
Oh yeah, I am actually. I'm immune to being charmed and frightened.
So as you do this, I will say there is a conflict of energies here. As you try and make a thrall, you will see the box next to you start to rattle as the entire room starts to shake, as this demiplane created by the orrery, which also gives her that immunity, starts to fight back against you, and you'll see the box starting to like interlock itself and to become more and more complicated. But the book that is inside it is also, that is basically what it's used for, is making these thralls. So the two are going against each other. I need you each to make a contested, I'm going to make this a contested check against the let's see, what should it be? What is your best? I think Arcana for Sakura probably. But June, what is your spellcast?
So Arcana for her, and yeah, Deception is my highest charisma based skill.
Well, investigation is mine, but I can't. I have expertise, but I'm assuming I can't use investigation.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to use the. I'm talking about spellcasting. So yours, June, is you a charisma based spellcaster.
Yeah.
Hold on, I will give you a prompt now to get the contested. Okay, so we'll make this an intelligence versus a charisma. I will prompt you now.
Just got a nat. Sorry, Sakura just got a nat 1. Okay. It's mine to
Okay,
use.
well, I hadn't quite requested, but roll there in the thing.
So are we counting the nat 1? Please?
We'll see. And it's just no, we're not, because I didn't ask for that roll, and I was busy setting.
Oh, it's still nat.
But the dice gods will say it. Let's see what you.
Fuck for that.
Oh Jesus, the low rolls there, as the box explodes and the book rips itself free, as you see tendrils and things whipping out of it, the pages just flapping back and forth, and it seems like actually your attunement to this book worked, and being close enough to it, it will float over into your hands, and it will be yours, as the enthrallment doesn't work, but you do manage to break this book out of its encasing. And that is where we will end tonight's session, as you stand there with an unconscious Sakura and the Necronomicon now attuned to you and in your hand.
Oh, you fuck, that was translation.
Good Lord, that is not what I had planned. But thank